ahead, brother. What is up, everybody? How you doing today?
Why can't I hear you?
You can't hear me. All right. So, got a lot for you today. Going to get right into it. I got something real cool to add to you. We got Offie from SkullMaChi. We got JJ from a secret location where he's guarding, I think, the new space shuttle. So we're going to get right into it, my friends. Using StreamYard tonight, so I invited Miss Potts. Hopefully we can get her up here also as well. And let me get the screen up. Try to do it all pro-like here. And you know what? I can't do that. Oh, I just realized I can't do that. Oh, wait. Window. Entire screen. Okay, here we go. Share audio. Boom, boom, boom. That one. There it is. Get it on the screen. Oh, yeah. Here we go, folks. I like this a lot better.
July 17th, 2023, Illinois state troopers were patrolling on Rockford's south side after receiving information regarding possible narcotic distribution at a local gas station. As they pulled by the gas station in question, a red 2010 Cadillac abruptly pulled away, which naturally aroused suspicion. Although that alone didn't provide them with sufficient grounds for a stop, the vehicle's window tint appeared to exceed the legal limit. So the troopers now had the probable cause they needed to initiate the stop, to see if the driver was indeed the dealer. After briefly driving through the surrounding area, the red Cadillac came to a halt at the intersection of 10th Avenue and Kishwaukee Street.
Keep your hands up there. Keep your hands off in the room. Keep your hands up in the room. What's your deal? Shut the car off. Shut the car off. What's your deal? What are you scared of? Where's your license at? Do you have a license? 100%. What are you?
Place only. After work. At your own pace. No stress. World of Worship.
Huh? Okay, you got anything in your car? Nothing at all. Okay, what were you reaching back to the back seat for?
Because I called an ambulance, please.
What do you need it for?
You have to give a reason. Ambulance. I saw this cocaine and they didn't like call an ambulance. Call ambulance, man. Call ambulance. Hey, call ambulance, please. Call ambulance. I saw this cocaine a lot. Call ambulance. Not this man.
How much of that did you swallow?
Honestly, I didn't swallow nothing. I bought 3 bags.
There's like 7 or 8 there, and there is like 3 left.
Probably. Snorted them? Oh, I snorted. Please call the ambulance. Please. Please call the ambulance. Please. Hey, call the ambulance.
You gotta let us unbuckle you.
I need the ambulance.
You gotta let us unbuckle you.
I swear to God, I need the ambulance. I swear to God. Please.
I'm gonna buckle you.
Please.
Sure, 163.
Let's get serious right here.
You have Rockford fire account to us, please. You guys swallow for sure.
Open it up. I swear to God.
Relax.
I swear to God.
Relax.
I swear to God.
Just sit.
I swear to God. Hey, I swear to God. Hey, I'm saying, God, ambulance.
Sit.
I swear to God, God,
They're
ambulance.
coming. Relax.
God, ambulance.
Relax.
God,
They're
ambulance.
coming. Relax.
God, ambulance,
Relax.
man. God,
Relax.
ambulance. God, ambulance.
They're coming. Relax. Sit
I
up.
swear to God.
Sit
I
still.
swear to God, God, ambulance.
Hey, just relax.
I know I'm not doing this.
Just
I'm
relax.
not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing
Don't
this.
forget you can find all our covers on Spotify and iTunes.
God,
And you can
ambulance.
also originally
Oh,
on Spotify,
God,
iTunes,
ambulance.
right here.
Just
Please.
turn my car back.
Remember to check out our website, first211.com. You can find physical copies of all of our cover CDs and other merch.
All right, everybody. Can you hear me all right? I can't hear me. Adjust my settings here. I don't even have it open. You can hear me all right, yeah? Put a thumbs up in there. Or a thumbs down, whatever.
He's in the back. Get out! Get! Fuck! Stop the car! Get the fuck out! Fuck! Get out!
Yo, he's speeding up.
Stop! Fuck is... Stop! Fucking
Look at how fast he's going in the window, bro.
I can't jump off! He's in the back. Get out! Shit! Stop the car! Get the fuck out!
What's up, gangsta?
What about?
What is happening?
Look at how fast he's going in the window, bro.
Oh my god.
He's in the back. Get out! Shit! Stop the car! Get the fuck out!
That's so crazy, huh? Am I really loud now? Sorry about that. Okay, yeah.
Finally, we can see what you see on screen.
Say that?
Finally, we can see what you're looking at on the screen.
Yeah, I fixed everything. Am I super loud? I sound loud to me. Let me see. Can you hear me, Alfie?
I hear you.
Is it loud or no?
It's loud.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. Sorry, guys. One sec. How's that right there? Is that better, guys? Nobody put it right there. Can you hear me okay, Al? Is that better?
Yeah, you sound good. You sound clear.
You sound amazing, bro. How you doing? What's going on in your land? The Hollywood land.
I sound normal.
Everything's copacetic. All right, yeah. So the video's working, the audio's working. We got JJ here coming in for a little bit. Where are you, Judge? Not here yet. All right, we'll keep it rocking. Why did I have this up here? I forgot. We'll look at that in a minute. Let's get caught up. What's up, Pedro?
That's why you don't fucking buy Ford, people. That's why you don't buy the Ford. You can't fuck them. That's a bad fucking day for them. And I just got the Toyota, thank God. Oh my.
I was transitioning. We were in a really bad part of the hood, because when you are somebody like me who transitions like in their 20s, you're thrown into womanhood and you have to learn how to deal with all these crazy guys that are after you because you're like, you know, fresh meat, like you're born a dude or whatever. Cash grab.
The face is be on OnlyFans.
A lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. Daddy. I fucking love Trisha, dude.
I like the close up. You can see her.
I just be laughing my way to the bank.
Use a little bit.
He's like seriously out of breath with one line.
Said I look like a Muppet. And people say it so much, sometimes it starts to confuse words. And so I even asked him, like, do I look like a Muppet? Oh my God. Said, absolutely not. Because the whole world called me that. It's just so devastating because
you look like Big Bird.
She is a Muppet, all right. Was that Winnie Williams? Who was it?
Hey, free Wendy Williams, bro.
What's up, baby? I live a line on me.
The neighbor just called and said she saw you and the boys go down in there.
What's up, honey?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me right now? What are
That's
you doing
Twiz on the weekends.
Oh my God.
Your secret hideout. Okay, yeah. I go to the store for 5 minutes and this is what you're doing down there. Where are the boys?
They're down exploring, looking for a bigger space in the tunnels so we can fit our TV.
Your TV. What do you mean they're exploring? Where are they? You tell them to get out here right now. Get everything out. Oh my God. They're in
Oh my God. I didn't even watch all this.
What are they wearing? It's sunny outside. I cannot believe they were down there. The PS5, really? What are you going to even hook that to? There's no television. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Oh, the TV. Oh, where is that plugging into? The electric that's down there? Oh, yeah.
Yo, what happened, Kane? Did you get kicked off? What's going on? Hello. He's back. And we're back. What happened?
Hold on. Sorry. How much is that? Did you see most of that? All right. Anyway, so here we go. We got the longest solar eclipse of the century is coming. Day will turn into night, and it won't return for 157 years. But that's the eclipse. The light will come back, folks. It'll be okay. Let's see what we got here. So on a blistering August morning, the sun will simply vanish across a narrow corridor from the Straits of Gibraltar to the Arabian Peninsula. The moon will slide into position and blot out the solar disk. So we got a big time solar eclipse coming off you on August 2nd. What do you think of that? Where do you go? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here. So, what's up, girl? What's up, Lucy? Amy? We got Roxy. We got me, Lori, Pedro. Oh, Twist is over here.
Twist.
Yeah, he's in the chat. Are we supposed to be hearing anything?
Is there no audio? Is there no audio?
There's no audio.
That's not true. Is that right? That's not true. Oh, when I hit share, I probably didn't. Why is there echo? Why is there echo? Do you have a speak one?
Oh, I'll mute myself. It's because I'm charging the headphones. So for now, if I'm muted, you'll hear an echo.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay, yeah, I didn't really want to. I wanted to watch a part of that one, but the other one is really the one I want to get into. That I just listened to the whole damn thing, and where was I? I don't even know. Okay, here.
Propaganda.
Propaganda. I don't know what you're talking about. It was working. You just can't hear your headphones.
Propaganda.
Oh shit! You're right. You were right. We can still hear the echo. There it goes.
Okay, let me put headphones on. Hold on.
Okay, so nobody move. Nobody get hurt. All right, move to the next one.
How about now?
Let me see. Looks good. We watched that one last week. And
Are you sitting down? This one puts you in jail. Ford filed a patent, serial number 0104469, where the system takes your biometric data, your face, your iris, and your fingerprint, and it runs it through a criminal database in real time. While you're sitting in your own truck, you wake up one morning.
Hello.
You walk out to your driveway. You climb into a vehicle with your name on the title, on property with your name on the deed. And before you go anywhere, before you've done a single thing wrong, your truck is already running your face through a law enforcement database. So the question isn't whether this technology can be abused. Ford already told you who it's for. You just didn't know that you were buying a cop car. Now, are you sitting down? This one puts you in jail. Ford filed a patent.
Okay, so yeah, they're already so basically you're gonna have all the new cars from Ford, at least anyway, are gonna have a camera. He does another video where he shows it, and the camera will not let you start the car if you've been drinking, if you're angry, if it senses that anything wrong with you, it will not let. So say you're panicking because your son just got stung by a bee and he's gonna die. You are not going to be able to start your car. Yeah.
But can you tell the difference? Can you tell the difference between arousal and being threatened? Because what if you're turned on by someone? Is it not going to not let you drive, or what the fuck?
Which is all the time for you, right? It's like constantly. They'll never let you drive, bro.
I know, bitch. I'm not in danger, bitch. I just saw some booty. Like, let me fucking drive. You know what I mean?
If you're rolling down Hollywood Boulevard in your truck, in your Ford truck, it'll stop you right then and there. All right, so what is this? Is this the letter to that guy? Oh, this is the FBI lab. These were the things and all the things. What am I, Miss Potts? Come on. All right, Bryan Kohberger's mom's 3-word description of the killer in first interview after the Idaho murders. I feel like I'm still louder than the regular audio. Let me move that way a little bit. Bro, this is such good iced coffee. Where are you? Why aren't you on screen?
What kind of coffee?
It's got caramel, salt and caramel ice cream, and it's Folgers. That's all
You
I
got it
have.
from the gas station or what?
No, I made it myself, man. I do everything myself, bro.
Some people be like, I love coffee. I'm like, where'd you get it from? The gas station.
Dude, that guy with the Coke, he goes hard. He starts calling for his mom and stuff. It's pretty sad. I didn't want to play too much of it and depress him his dad.
Who?
The guy who I was playing in the beginning that ate all the Coke or whatever. That should be better.
Oh.
Yeah, he actually dies. He does die.
But when does he say that he was kidding though? Because that's where
he said it at one point, and that he fucked up right there by saying he was kidding. Because then they didn't take him seriously and didn't call the ambulance for a while. And
they're probably thinking that he's trying to fucking act insane or some shit.
Well, I guess the thing is with Coke, where you can't. There's not like NORAD or whatever that stuff they give you is called.
Narcan.
So yeah, there's no saving him. But okay, so Kohberger's mom, and this is how they treat him. And so when JJ, where the hell is JJ? Am I gonna have to call him myself? Hopefully Jen will be joining us also as well. Yeah, and then I don't use much water. I accidentally bought the 2% milk. I really hate the 2%. I like the 1% with my coffee, Oscar. And so yeah, and then you put the ice cream in there, and then so at the end you get the little shot of whatever. Okay, so Bryan
Espresso or what? Espresso?
No, it's just Folgers, like freeze-dried crystals, you know. Like they switched out that in the restaurant. Hey, Rexy Tucker, how you doing? Nice to see you.
I grind my own coffee bean.
Yeah, I should be grinding up my beans. You're right, but
you'll get more wired. It's a better fix in the morning.
Because we all need to see me more wired, right? I'm not wired enough. All right, so a new report has claimed that she described the serial killer as an angel. They're calling him a. Did I say serial killer?
What?
It literally says serial killer right here.
Hold on, let me zoom in.
Look at that.
Go ahead.
It says serial killer. They called him a serial killer in this article about his mom, Marianne. I think he's crushing some frosted flakes or something like that. She called him an angel during the interview with the FBI. And she also defended her son against the crimes and emphasized that the authorities had made a mistake. Marianne and her son were known to have been very close and spent hours on the phone. Details of Kohberger's mother's interview with the FBI emerged, revealing how adamant she was that her son was not a killer. And so, as obtained by the Daily Mail, Marianne Kohberger described her son as an angel despite him at the time being accused of gruesome murders. She said, when asked by an agent if she was concerned about her son's past behaviors in light of the murders, Marianne responded, never, ever, ever. There's a mistake. Something is wrong somewhere, and that's what I believe. And that's what I want, what I know in my heart. She continued insisting he had no anger issues. Guys, let me know if I'm too loud. I appreciate it. Robert Bell, welcome in. If you're just watching and chilling, I appreciate you. Hello, Lori Celeste. Very nice to see you also. So, yeah, that's kind of the rundown there on that. What do you think about that one, Avi?
So they buried this, huh? They buried this?
Well, they also said that the family didn't support him. They tried to say that.
And then the other thumbnail you sent me, where they made it seem like he only pled guilty because he found out that his sister.
Oh, right, yeah, I have that in here. Because he found out his sister was on the witness list. Well, they say he did the plea after he did. They didn't say it was necessarily a direct correlation, but I think it's implied for sure. Is JJ here? That's crazy, but it's just the way the press continues to run the narrative and vilify him. So this popped up on Lana's today. Have you watched this yet?
I haven't. I heard about it, but I haven't watched it.
If JJ gets here, we can hear his thoughts. He was tearing me a new one on the stuff today. I'll give him a few more minutes. He's doing some kind of job right now. I don't know if it was a HJ or a BJ. What the fuck is going on?
He's not feeding the bison.
First name is Ali, A-L-I.
He's working for the government.
Last name is going to be...
And date of birth, please.
It said David Bird, please. I swear to God. It said David Bird. Watch. I swear to God, it said David Bird.
A-L-I.
You gotta look in the caption right here.
A-L-I. Last name is going to be...
And date of birth, please.
Oh, it said Data Bird.
Can you say witness list real quick?
Indubitably.
Can you say witness list?
And the zip code you're calling from. What is the federal violation report today?
Just calling on the Moscow, Idaho case, and I pressed that new option, so I presume there would be an agent that renewed the case. But nonetheless, I just noticed on Wayback Machine.
He won't say it, guys.
Case because the University of Idaho is so close, so which you probably know takes.
Sorry, guys, I was hungry. This fucker had me waiting in bed for 2 hours. I was fucking already falling asleep, dreaming La La Land, and then notification going live in 30 minutes. I'm like, fuck.
Is this video bothering you? Hello?
No.
At 6:32 a.m. It's only 2 hours after the crime, and it's sort of odd if you know technology and anything going back to that domain or subdomain, let's say a surveillance camera or a security system. If that website was parked or down, anything communicating over DNS would not be able to communicate with it, and that's just why I found it interesting and figured I'd pass it along.
Okay, so did you found photos on this Wayback Machine?
No, the Wayback Machine, you can go to it and type in uidaho.edu, right?
So what's a Wayback Machine? Do you know? Is that something with the university, or this is from Bubbly Waters, guys? By the way, do you know, Oscar?
Hold on, did you ask what a Wayback Machine is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a website that archives websites from and then if you need to find any videos that are deleted online, you can find it on there.
So it's like recording the entire internet at all times?
It backs up the internet. I don't know if it's someone that triggers it, if it's designed to do it at certain intervals. But if you're lucky and if it lands on a date, you can literally go back.
That's cool.
Lucy will know more about it, honestly.
But I mean, not everybody knows about it, Lucy. You don't have to have a heart attack. Dick boy, dick. All right. So, okay, that's that. So this guy, if you remember, the campus Wi-Fi or whatever was down at 6 a.m. that morning, and he seems to think that it's a problem. She got a kick. It worked. Good boy. Good boy, my mama. That spoiled little brat dog of hers. What do you call it? The internet was down, and he seems to think that it's an unusual anomaly. So let's listen up here.
Right? And you can go back to dates and time. So this archives the internet, the system. And on the date,
it takes snapshots off the cameras on the campus.
No, it takes snapshots of the University of Idaho's main website. So their website, right? But oftentimes in IT, if you have, let's say, CNN, right, .com or FBI.com, an administrator will redirect traffic like a surveillance camera back to cameras.fbi.gov as an example. They'll use subdomains. So my point is that if the website was down, anything that then communicated with IT systems could potentially also not communicate. And it's just interesting because if you look at Wayback Machine, anyone can do it, you yourself or anyone looking to tip, you can go back on any date. And that's definitely an anomaly. And to have an anomaly at 6:30 a.m. When you guys are saying the murder occurred at 4 a.m., when they're 2 minutes from the university is odd. I'll say when we look for anomalies in IT, that's a weird one. So I'm just passing it along.
So the website was down at the same time, what you're saying?
That's correct. And so it was up at 11:30 p.m. the night before, and Wayback Machine shows it down at 6:32 a.m. So we know that somewhere in between, from a technical standpoint, at the very least, that domain shows it was parked at 6:32 a.m. Mm-hmm. That is bizarre because if you look at it, I looked at it from all last night and I said, look, this could be just website traffic because people found out about the murder. But people didn't find out until noon. This website was down at 6. Now it could be maintenance. It could be something. I don't know. That's not my job. I'm just passing along what I found.
Okay.
So.
Question there. Everything documented. If anybody has any questions, they certainly reach out to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you have any additional information, you can certainly reach back out and provide information.
I will.
Okay.
And came across this and downtime during a timeline of a murder is interesting, but what's more interesting to me at this point is that
okay, so what is this fool claiming?
I think he explains it right here. He's saying that there was some kind of anomaly. It's you have to kind of really listen in.
And I've said on previous podcasts or these streams that universities have a lot of technology.
Sorry.
And we're going to see that. You're going to see just how much technology this university has. And why are police asking us for this white Elantra when a university is sitting right there with lots and lots of surveillance camera? Now, there may be technical reasons. There may be humans that did this. I don't really care what the reason is. I care about the impact, right? And the impact to me is that if this is true, that it potentially could have technical issues for a lot of things. A lot of systems rely on DNS working properly, a website working properly. And what Wayback is showing is that it wasn't working properly at 11:38 p.m. right before the murder occurred. Now, me and Peter West were going back and forth, and you all have seen Peter West here before. We spoke on other cases, and he's pretty smart, smarter than me technically. And I tried to throw every theory I could at this, and really at the end of the day, we landed at the same spot. Is that a human change this. And the consequences of this change means that anything communicating back at the university would not be able to be delivered. Think of it this way. Think of it like a phone book. I go to look up John Smith. That's the only thing I have, because for humans, it's easy to remember John Smith. I don't know what telephone number he has, so I have to open a phone book and look for what phone number John Smith has. DNS works much the same way. If I open that phone book and there's just no John Smith, I have nowhere to go.
Have you looked up Lucifer Morningstar in the phone book?
That were then sending surveillance.
You mean the what you call it? The notary?
If you look up Lucifer Morningstar, you get a hit. Someone living in Reno.
Well, we looked her up, and she had a business called Lucifer Morningstar, and then she closed that one and started it again under a different name. It's not her real name. It's, obviously. It's just
raisins.
Footage back to their domain, if that's happening. That happens oftentimes in technical environments and infrastructure like this. And that's the problem. And when you have an anomaly like that on a large website that should have resiliency, even if they were doing maintenance at that time, I thought it would be just as equally important to report to the FBI as a weird glove found almost 2 weeks later. So.
But they have a lot of control over the town. Magic has a lot of control that way. A lot of people have a lot of control. And it's a really scary thing because it's going to happen again. If they don't get all the way to the bottom of it and solve the problem from the bottom or the top down, whatever, then it's going to happen again. Because the killing, I don't think was...
I literally said,
I think more was
it's not her real name.
And
listen in, Seth.
Gotcha. So you think that there's still something there with what Adam knows?
Oh, yeah, it was a pet house.
Really?
And I just learned that verbiage. Yeah, I just learned that verbiage. Yep, this Christmas. For Christmas, I got new verbiage. Plug and tap house, right?
Right.
Not a clue what that stuff means. I mean, I'm 57 years old, right? And no, this guy's not wearing a mask. Track guys are wearing a mask.
Yeah.
And my daughter knew at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And the police were called at me.
That's insane.
And I'm not, and here's the thing. Until somebody tells me otherwise, I got them.
For this. You wanna know something? I wanna know. Fucking pumpkin. That's the shit I think of. That's my face when I see Natalie Goss. I wanna know something? I wanna know. Fucking pumpkin. That's the shit I think of. That's my face when I see Natalie Goss. You wanna know something? I wanna know. Fucking pumpkin. That's the shit I think of. That's my face when I see Natalie Goss. You wanna know something? I wanna know. Fucking pumpkin. That's the shit I think of. That's my face when I see Natalie Goss.
Natalie Goss did it. Natalie Goss did it.
I literally have no idea what that part was, but I paused it on the thing right here, and it just says "fake fight" over and over and over and over. So I don't know. They'll throw some wild little Easter eggs into stuff sometimes. Here we go.
Schools are now adding cracking detectors in bathrooms. They look exactly like smoke detectors, but instead of sensing smoke, they pick up loud sounds and immediately alert teachers or the principal so they can respond before anything gets out of hand. They were supposed to catch students fighting, bullying, or cracking, but students figured out almost immediately that any loud noise would set it off, so they started testing it constantly. making random sounds just to set it off and troll teachers. The false alarms got so frequent that the devices became more of a disruption than before they were installed. Schools are now adding cracking detectors in bathrooms. They look exactly like smoke detectors, but instead of sensing smoke, they pick up...
What? I wanted to know exactly what was cracking. It was supposed to catch them cracking. Why are you kids cracking in here? This is the third time I've been in this damn bathroom. You've been cracking.
They're twistle stick detectors.
Every bathroom needs a twist detector.
Woo, tell me about it. No, I mean stop. We're looking for a suspect that matches.
I'm like, what's cracking lacking?
Electric smile. Yeah. No, none of those things. Well, sounds like you got the wrong guy. Later, dingus. We got a skipper.
If an officer approaches you, always ask if you're free to leave. If they say yes, you should have no problem skipping away.
Sir, am I free to leave? Oh, wise guy, eh? I don't know about all that. Maybe street smarts.
Good, you're gonna need that where you're going because I'm booking you.
But I asked if I was free to go.
Yeah, and you weren't.
Ice cream.
If you ask if you're free to go and they say no, then you're likely being detained. This is the part where you call your lawyer and shut up. Here's what's gonna happen, buddy. I'm gonna take you into the station.
No, this is a wrongful arrest. I am well within my rights to frolic.
You stop frolicking this instant.
Never. No one can tame my Wednesday. Ow, my eyes.
If you ask if you're free to go and the answer is no, please comply with the officer. You can fight a wrongful arrest in court. Try to fight it on the streets.
All right, shut up.
Nobody came to your door and said, hey, we're going to put a camera in your truck that watches your face, reads your lips, monitors.
Is it a crotch cam? Crotch?
On a server somewhere in the cloud. We're going to let insurance companies access it, and we're going to let law enforcement subpoena it. And we're going to do all of that inside of a vehicle with your name on the title. Now, the Fourth Amendment protects you from unreasonable searches, but you signed the terms of service. Now, whether that's legal or not, I don't know, but that's how they're getting around it. They don't search you, they just build a product that you can't drive without giving up those rights. And we're handing them everything. They're telling this that this all started because of a convertible, wind noise, and not being able to hear the assistant. So they built a system that monitors your lips, your eyes, and your heart rate. And it determines whether or not you're fit to drive. Now, I bought this truck and I own this truck, and somewhere someone is building a system that disagrees with me. Nobody came to your door and said, hey, we're going to put a camera in your truck that watches your face, reads your lips, monitors your heart rate, and stores it on a server somewhere in the cloud.
What he doesn't talk about here, Oscar, is the fact that they have that kill switch also, that when you're driving, say you try to run away from the cops or something, they can shut down your car. And so the really crazy thing about it is it's coinciding with this push for them to have this government digital currency. And so now they'll be able to shut you up by taking away your car, freezing your bank accounts, taking all your money. I mean, just everything all at once, and you'd be completely out.
Dude, the car itself is going to drive you to the nearest police station if they got a warrant on your ass.
Yeah, just about, man.
That's where basically we're headed. And in California, too, we're expected to be electric car only by 2030, I believe.
Dude, people are totally not even using those electric cars. They can't sell them. They don't work up north where it's cold because the batteries won't start, and they're like $30,000 to replace. So those things are just sitting in the lots. Maybe some people in California are buying them still, but remember they turned against Elon Musk, so nobody wants those damn things.
Just swallow some Coke.
Yeah, swallow some Coke. You'll get there. Hi, Blue Devil. I forgot to say hi to you. Put electrical tape over the camera. Yeah, right. I'm sure they've worked around all of that. They say that you can tape over the camera on your phone.
Oh my God!
They can still see you.
Put electrical tape over the camera just like you do on the check engine light.
To make it make sense, you have all this green grass.
Is that what is that? A bison?
I don't know.
Dumpling.
Dumpling can't come.
It's dumpling.
Everybody else is content. Everybody else is just grazing.
Yes, there's always one.
We'll make you walk back. Turn around. You go
Too aggressive. The cow is going to match your energy.
back through that. No. Go back through that fence. Dumpling. Don't. Oh, okay. Just go walk away while I'm talking to you.
He's a sassy bitch.
I need to be helping with the fence that you keep breaking. But I can't because you're over here.
Repeated yelling at the cows result in the zoomies.
Slow down.
Yeah, that's...
Slow down.
Hey,
Dumpling.
Dumpling's gonna have company if the other cows see him running.
Oh, shit. Waffles.
Bye-bye, Waffle.
See if the gate's open.
Gate is open.
No, Waffles, no.
Waffles can't come to the phone right now.
Waffles? I quit.
Go back home. Go. Oh, my God. No, Kevin. No.
She should name one of them Twat Waffle.
The other one's named Kevin.
You're approaching from the inside, pushing outside the gate. His head's
What's up, Noel?
He's going to
What up, Tony?
around the gate.
Ah, go back.
Bye-bye, Waffles.
Waffle, son of a... It's okay. Don't you dare follow him.
He's going to follow.
Don't you follow him. Kevin!
Bye-bye, Kevin.
No!
For fuck's sakes, his name is Kevin.
That's the most depressing sight in all of animals.
This is your fault. Get out the woods. Shit, what is going on right now? Oh, my God!
Once the zoomies have begun, it is very difficult to unbegin them.
Dumpling, you better clone him.
It would probably help if you calmed down first. Or perhaps not.
Kevin, don't you be brave. Kevin, no! Kevin!
Bye-bye, Kevin.
There you go. Home, Kevin. Jesus Christ.
Woven wire beats barbed wire every time.
That guy's got a couple of videos out. They're pretty funny. All right, what's this one? Okay, so this is the Learn Hand. Just to remind you guys again, this will be like an assistant. That the fear is that judges will rely on it to make decisions in the case when AI is kind of an idiot already. So it's an AI software meant to assist judges in making their decisions. How do you feel about that one, Oscar?
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
You already got the AI writing books for fucking Whitcomb?
More or less, probably, right? I'm sure he's much better at shooting than he is at writing books.
Right.
Did JJ bail out in the chat? What happened to him? He's kind of in and out of consciousness in the last couple of days. But
what's
so
up, Sloothy?
You upload the case, and then you see all the disputed facts, mapped issues, structured arguments, analyzed by motion type, verify and refine, and then generate your first draft. So that's what this company is all about. I remember this guy from last week.
Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you? Bro, if you don't leave the door, open this door and break it down. You understand me? Leave my house. You're okay. Is everyone in this house? Everyone's okay.
Stop the violence, bro.
Hold on, I'm struggling. Okay, never mind. My camera does not agree with me today.
It was working. Is that the Gen Z stare right there? Jeez Louise.
Oh my god, this fucking guy, dude. I've never wanted to fucking shoot somebody ever in my entire life.
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
This bitch is
I don't know
crazy.
who you are. You don't belong in this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This owner must have had some good house insurance.
I'm Harry Roses here. Yay.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the door.
Imagine
We
if your
need an
boss
alpha.
looked at it work.
Hey, bro, the poom poom must have been that good, bro.
No.
You never saw that.
End you. Do you understand me?
This guy lives. This one gets away with this. Which is just dumb.
That poom poom got him in psychosis, bro.
Nuts. Huh?
That Poom Poom got him in psychosis. He wants more.
What the fuck? All right, everybody in the neighborhood's up now. How many Twinkies do you think it took him to get to that state right there?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude.
Yes. I'm gonna just knock him off the bike.
Like electric bike, dude. Oh,
Oh, he ate shit.
Oh, totally scorpion.
And he just fell off of it. And my
He
husband
just
is-
fell off of it.
Give him a kick.
This guy just stole his.
Pretty crazy, man.
They see me rolling. Riding dirty.
Flock has come out and straight up said that my reporting is false, which is interesting because I reported on a FOIA request that was of the logs of who accessed surveillance cameras and when, which included Flock employees. And they acknowledge that this happened in the linked response. They say that the camera feeds of the gymnastics studio and the JCC Center were viewed as a part of sales demos, which I also mentioned in the video. They seem particularly upset that I said that their employees were spying on kids. When you have Flock employees viewing the gymnastics studio, the pools of this community center, to me that's spying because you're viewing them and they don't see you doing it. They don't know you're doing it. And it's kids because it's a preschool and a gymnastics studio where children's gymnastics classes happen. And I'm curious as to why they're only examining this practice once it receives public backlash. I think it's a bad strategy to just flat out say what journalists are reporting on is false without saying specifically what. Flock has not sent me any sort of legal communication whatsoever. My first documentary came out about them in August of 2025. So that's still available for free if you want to watch that. So thanks for supporting my reporting.
So what do you think about all this last year? I mean, here's the thing. They know, they keep us regulated. Like if you go to a store and rip something off, you're going to jail, right? Or if you hurt somebody. Why is it that they feel like that they can just throw anything out there and there's no repercussions whatsoever? Like, for instance, the Flock cameras where they're just spying on people's kids in the bathrooms or in gymnastics, or they're putting out AI without any restrictions. You know what I mean?
think for the most part, they've conditioned us. I think they've conditioned us since we were young. Like the movies that have been released. There's a lot of things that I feel like have conditioned us into just accepting it as a norm. What a lot of people might recognize it as is security theater. The illusion that, for your safety, for your own benefit, for your own good, we're going to give you the illusion that we're on top of things, but we're just fucking spying on you.
like the Kool-Aid guy. I know Pitbull Pottibus is looking at the screen right now.
Odie May, hey, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Are you fucking kidding me?
No. Beach baby, beach baby. It's like a cartoon, dude. This is my favorite, the Adobe.
Exactly what Mimi said in the chat, because the American people decided they would sacrifice freedom for perceived safety after 9/11 and have felt every cast ever since. Yup, preach, girl, preach.
Which goes exactly against what Thomas Jefferson said back in the day. that if we started giving up our rights for protection, that would eventually turn out to Rowie.
What?
Look at that. Oh my, dude, I've come home to messes like that before. Aww. Look at this guy. I didn't do it.
Eu posso saber o que tá acontecendo aqui, Bruce?
Oh, bro. Pitbulls love to tear apart seats.
Hey, this better not be those stupid AI videos. I've fallen trap for them where you think it's real text and it's all fucking AI, bro.
No, these are real. These are most of these are from before AI.
Oh my.
Daddy's home. Here's Johnny. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Imagine, oh my god. Oh, it's love time. Love is in the air. Alright, let's do it, guys. What else we got today for you? Oh, this is the flock. This is a good one on flock cameras. Check this out, guys. I know you probably have been bombarded with it, but
This has been a subject that has been flooding your social media feeds, and it's flooding your local municipalities. Today on this episode of Off Air, I'm going to talk about the flock surveillance camera, those little tiny black boxes that you may see going up in your neighborhood. I'll share with you the capability of the flock camera system, how it detects people and vehicles, and why you should be relatively alarmed about these going up in your neighborhood. If you're a concerned citizen, somebody worried a bit about mass surveillance in your neighborhoods, you may want to watch this episode of Off Air. And if you like the content, make sure you click like and subscribe. I'm federal criminal defense attorney Ron Chapman. Today we're going to talk about the flock surveillance system, why the Supreme Court is allowing it, why many municipalities are approving it, and why many protests have sparked across the nation related to this surveillance. Once we dive deep into the technology, I'm sure you're going to find that this is not what meets the eye, and there's much more to look at when it comes to the flock surveillance system.
Oscar, this is another one that, hey, there he is, baby. That they kind of slipped in, without telling the people that it was coming. And then, it's got all kinds of features to it that we didn't expect that they were using. What's up, JJ? Double Jage in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this the Purge?
Yes, sir. You sound like you're in a mountainous area.
I am in a mountainous area. I'm also on my phone in my car because I'm doing laundry.
Can you speak up a little bit? Because I'm kind of loud, and I like being loud.
Is this the Purge? We purging.
We are, dude. How you feeling today, sir?
I'd say strong to moderately strong. Sure.
I agree.
How are you kids doing?
It's good to have you here. I don't want to.
Cat videos. How are you gents doing?
Well, I was trying to keep you in the back room for a little bit longer. I switched to dog videos today, and what I wanted to know right away off the bat is, what do you think of all these shenanigans? Did you hear about the shots fired?
Well, hopefully it wasn't lasers.
It was 2 lasers right directly into the Purge eyes, because our little Muppet friend over there, who's making the rounds of the Tubes of You, literally quoted one of my video titles. If you remember when we did the OJ one, he said, "There's no reason to be wasting your time with if he did it." Like, it was like it was totally an out of context sentence, but he threw it in there.
These are all plotted and planned, distractions. And
I think I get to him because I was talking shit with Senor Wazinski there about him, and he was probably hoping to come on the Purge and talk some shit in Muppet size.
I doubt that. And we're talking about the FBI fella?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not coming on the Purge.
Well, he's definitely watching the Purge. We know that now.
Well, that's probably true, but he's not coming on the Purge.
No, he's definitely not coming on the Purge.
He's a
There's no
baby back
reason.
bitch, dude. He ain't coming on the Purge. And he's got too many different tails, dude. I'd call him out on all of his tails.
I don't want that motherfucker on the Purge. Did you see what they did? For God's sake, holy shit. Kids go to bed.
Hey, we can see the screen finally.
What?
We can finally see your screen. It's not all blasted and zoomed in, and we're just staring at a corner.
Do you want to get put in timeout? Is it JJ? Tell him he's sassing you.
I'm gonna start sassing you with him. To be quite honest with you.
What did I do? I'm perfectly innocent.
I sat backstage for 47 minutes of cat videos. What do you mean? What did you do?
All right. Okay, am I going to get a solid answer out of you on this Muppet? So, listen. All right. I can't. That's it. I quit. I'm out of here. You trying to clone me? What are you thinking about all this business?
There'll be absolutely zero cloning here, sir. You start cloning me, bud, I'm out of here.
I know. I have no cloning abilities in StreamYard. It's driving me crazy.
You say that.
I invited Miss Potts to join us, by the way. I don't know if she'll be able to make it. She's maybe she's working or something. That would be cool. But anyway, so we have this situation with Ann Taylor, which I was instructing you about and giving you what your opinion is on it. What do you think?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of shenanigans afoot. There's no question about that.
So what the conclusion that I came to, and then you totally interrupted me on, was that
I'll do it again right now if you don't watch out, buddy. You and that sass mouth.
am I cruising for bruising again?
You and that sass mouth, buddy. I'll tell you.
Well, there's only two options with where we stand right now. Either that Ann Taylor was a part of the trilogy of the prosecution, the judge, and the public pretender, or she's trying to create some drama to stir up and be able to give BK the option to be able to have a appeal.
I would say those are reasonable scenarios. Plausible scenarios you painted out there, sir.
I can barely hear you. Hold on, wait. What?
I will say this: that it seems like Turvey was brought in late in the game for a reason. I'd be curious to know what other cases he's involved with.
Oh wait, hold on. Your mic volume was down. Hang on. Let's try that.
Your mic volume is down, dude. How dare you, Sass? Let me see what I'm fixing this in.
I got you cranked up. Let me know if he's too loud, folks. Now.
Dude, crank something up, all right, buddy.
That's much better. Okay.
Well,
where
I'd
you
like
now?
to know what Turvey's been involved in the past, who he owes allegiances to, why he was brought into this case so late. It's almost like it was a setup. You're up against a brick wall. You got to have another solution. They brought him in for some reason, so I would say that I would say the jury's still out on that too.
So okay, so if you can't hear JJ, I'm trying to. I had the volume up for a second now. Oh, it keeps going back to automatically adjust mic volume. Let me keep it up here. Anyway, he's saying that. What did you say again, JJ? I'm sorry. Say it now. Say it loud and proud, sir. I got you turned up. JJ?
I don't hear him.
It's okay. Wait, what was he saying again? That basically, here's the thing. So if she is using this guy to give BK the plea deal, or to give him the what is it called again? The appeal. Then it's gonna. JJ was saying that's basically gonna ruin the doctor's career. But the thing is, he's kind of at the end of his line, so he may not give a crap anyway. He doesn't want to testify anymore. I don't think that's his bread and butter anyway. You know what I mean? So I think that he may be a willing participant in this, and so it's basically fighting fire with fire, JJ, right? Okay, good. JJ might have dropped out. I don't know. He's still there.
But he was saying something about the timing of when Turvey was inserted into the case. I want to hear more about that.
Well, yeah, he said, why did they bring him in so late? When basically he never got to see the crime scene. He just basically looked at pictures, developed an opinion on what it was just from the documents and the pictures. Why would they bring him in for that when they really don't need him? And it's because this was a setup from the beginning, because they were keeping all the discovery and all the evidence from them. So this was a tactic. And furthermore, the what were we saying, off?
JJ, where's JJ?
He'll be back. He does this from time to time. He acts out. He gets mad. He has a little temper tantrum. He comes back.
Why did you play the song I made?
Because you haven't presented it. Present it, and I'll do it.
I dropped the link in the chat.
Right, we're in the middle of something.
It goes with what happened with Ann Taylor.
That's what I'm trying. That's what we're talking about right now. And so, anyway, what JJ's point was, and what I was telling him to think, was that the FBI has already proven that they will go to lengths to intimidate experts, like they did with that DNA lady. So there's no lengths that they won't go to. All right, so she has to literally play their dirty game. So there's the flock cameras are bad parts. This is the unsexy side of robo taxis, guys. There's a lot of this going on. Like I said, Uber bought $2 billion worth of robo taxis, and so now they're going to have a tragedy. I hate to get off topic, but we'll wait for JJ to come up through. And so I put the AOJ thing in here for you because this what's his name, Whitcomb.
This was really interesting.
So that spoke to you, huh?
Everybody always goes, glove didn't fit. Well, the glove didn't fit, so how can you have done it? Blah, blah, blah. And the famous line from OJ's attorney is, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. But to me, the reason I think OJ hands down did it is not the fact that he wrote a book called If I Did. It's not the fact that if this case happened just 2 years later, there would be more than enough DNA evidence to put him away. And it's not the fact that the entire defense was built around OJ Simpson wearing these gloves that allegedly didn't fit. I don't know, he's wearing a red there. And the fact that he's wearing them with other plastic gloves underneath. And the fact that his attorney...
Oh, for fuck's sake.
...arthritis medication when he goes to wear it. It's the fact that in 1990, this dude went on an NBC football broadcast on national television wearing the gloves.
Oh my God, you can rewind the live now.
Wearing the gloves for an entire football game.
That's right. This was really interesting.
What happened?
We can rewind the live now.
Oh, because I'm on StreamYard. It must be an OBS thing then. That's what the settings I must need to go into. This is Osmond Gold. I don't think he's lost his channel. He still has millions of subscribers. Maybe I should kick JJ out and then bring him back in.
It shows that there's 3 people in the chat, so did he come back?
It said he added the audio. I don't know. I'm gonna kick. Oh, there he is. I saw someone sign a life there. Jage, what's going on?
Is this thing on?
Hey,
it sounds way
he's
better.
back. Hey, we can hear you. Yeah.
You don't ask me, boy. What are we talking about? Is this the Purge?
Yeah, well, we were discussing your thing about how the FBI has already shown that they're willing to intimidate experts.
Well, I'd like to discuss the logical fallacies of this gentleman's argument regarding to the fact that he claims Ornithal James Simpson did it. Those
we're not talking about that.
ridiculous. They're not rooted in any fact.
What the fuck is that demon voice?
I had him too loud. I just put him back down now.
Oh, sounds like a spirit box.
I know it did. Like
blah, 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 blah,
it was just distortion, basically.
Blah, blah, blah,
Sorry,
blah,
JJ.
blah.
Sorry, JJ. You were talking
This
about
is the
Turvey.
spirit box.
Do you?
This is
we
the
have
spirit box talking to you. Ask
We
the
have
question,
spirit.
Kane.
How about you? Maybe he's farting in the microphone. Are you farting in the microphone?
Blah, 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 blah.
He's laying naked in a bathtub, like Robert.
I'm sitting in my car, dude, with the air conditioning on, and waiting for my laundry to dry. How dare you?
JJ spirit box.
So yeah, no, we were talking about the intimidation of the FBI witness, JJ.
Oh, well, dude, that's what I'm saying. If Ann Taylor and team are up against a brick wall, which we know they are, that's a known. I mean, the FBI's out there threatening their DNA experts after a evidentiary hearing. That was an evidentiary hearing. That was fucking pre-trial shit, dude. That was It's not. I mean, you don't ever expect the FBI or any other law enforcement agency to threaten your witnesses. However, that was such an early hearing in which to even pull that move.
Yeah, that was early on in the case, and it's becoming standard practice for them to put the evidence in the that they don't want to release in the FBI's hands, and then the state taking the stance that, oh, we can't touch it, we can't give it to you because the FBI has it. And then when you go to the FBI, they give you the Hitler response. They tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yep, that's an accurate statement. That's going on in the Tyler Robinson prosecution right now. The FBI is withholding discovery from, and it's the same district of the FBI, and it's a lot of the same Muppets, if you ask me. It's the Nation of Desert Red, the Mormons. But the FBI is withholding ballistic evidence from the defense, and the state's saying to Tyler Robinson's defense.
Yeah, it seems to be becoming. I see it in so many other cases. What's that other new case we have? And then you also, if you look at this, the Alabama NASA scientists with the propulsion things that are disappearing and dying all over the place. Now you're really talking about a murk operation where they're just. I mean, do you think that's them and they're acting like they're going to do an investigation into it, or what's going on there? Okay, we lost JJ again. JJ down. JJ down. We got a JJ down. Can we get a Piper? We need a Piper here. All right, let's keep moving on here. OJ didn't do it.
Is this thing on?
That was a really good question, though.
I got a big hair that just flew right into my face. I don't. I have no hair. I mean, where did that come from? All right, here we go.
How many drinks have you had tonight, sir?
7 Guinness, 15 glasses of wine, and 11 shots of tequila.
That's a lot, but that's still no excuse why your wife should be driving.
I thought it was funny. Sorry. Are you back, JJ? There he is.
You guys, after years of marriage, this right here is absolute magic. Blue Chew.
Oh my god.
Swamp Roses.
I was not prepared for that.
She's muted.
And if you're new to this channel, I covered the Idaho4 case. It pretty much consumed my free time from the summer of 2023. And every once in a while, I give an update to this case that is exclusive, and I truly feel justice. And I truly feel that I need to update my audience on, and this is one of those. So let's get right into it. So this story begins, and you know what? I actually, before I get started, I put this on Members Live, but I did it through StreamYard. So if somebody could just give me a comment and let me know that I'm live, I'd really appreciate it. I don't mind talking to myself, but I want to make sure everything's good.
We can barely hear her.
I know. There's nothing. I don't know if there's anything I can do about it. It's cranked.
No closed captioning?
There's no gain control in StreamYard.
What about closed captioning?
I forgot why I pulled this. Let's find out.
5 days after the crime, police released a map, and it essentially showed the route that Kaylee and Madison took from the grub truck to their home. And there was a reporter for WKRM who actually got in a car with a dash cam and drove the route. During her drive, one of my researchers, Mikey S., spotted what he thought was a camera on the 712 apartment. And what's interesting about this camera is it literally faces the open driveway to the 11th. So the view of this camera would likely go up towards the lane, and it would show possibly the high side of the house, but certainly outside of Maddie's window, possibly outside of Sandy's window. The camera appears to be a hardwired night vision security cam. So I have an update to this camera. Let me show you a couple pictures before I get into everything. So the initial picture that we spotted, and I'm going to show you the footage and everything, is right. show you the video, you'll see where this arrow is. You can see it sticking out, but when I show you the video, you'll see there's kind of like something on the screen that's blocked on the camera. However, with all the newly released documents that we've seen in this case, there was new footage out that showed an angle of that camera. And I want to show you this. So I don't think there's any doubt anymore that we have a camera on the 712 house. There it is right there. And the interesting part of all of this is we have a screenshot from like 5 days later where the camera had been removed. I also have a screenshot from Fox News Digital showing the owner of that building, the landlord, handing over an information sticker with a zip drive to law enforcement. That was captured by Fox News Digital. I also have information on this specific type of camera. So why am I even talking about this? Because we've heard nothing of this camera. Well, I have a video presentation that kind of breaks it down, but essentially we heard talking report of a video. And Ann Taylor said that this was a video the prosecution really liked. And when the judge asked, is this a video of the suspect's car? Ann Taylor said, no, it's not a video of the suspect's car. I'm talking about a video. This camera, if it's motion sensor, I mean, it potentially could pick up a pedestrian. Now, a lot of people are like, well, it's probably not sensitive enough to pick up cars and people walking by, but it's so close to the road in proximity, you would think that that's the point of it. So why don't I go ahead and check the video presentation, and then I will tell you the motive.
Okay, yeah, Offie, that one was, remember we talked about it a little bit last week.
Yeah.
So there was a discussion between Lucy and, was it Tarak Steelhawk or Tarak, of whether or not there was a camera across the street. And there's been some discussion about it. She also shows a clip of a cop receiving somebody who lives there. It looks like, I guess they're saying it's the SD card from the camera. I don't know how much of that is speculation or whatever, but Lucy wasn't having it that there was a camera there. I can't see the chat right now.
Oh, people are like, we miss her. And then I accidentally said that I mozzarella her, but I meant to say I miss her. And then
did you Parmesan her? Where's the one? There's just a little quick pic of the guy handing the SD card over. I hope JJ didn't fall out of his car, or maybe he got a DUI just sitting there. I think he's guarding the Secret Service today, or John Travolta's balls or something like that.
He's feeding the bison.
Anyway, yeah, there's a picture of somebody handing. I mean, who knows? So that was something that Swamp Rose did a while back. Pretty good luck. So there you have.
So we got an SD card, and then we have no idea where that footage is.
You're backstage. No, you're not. You're not here. How are you backstage?
He says he was.
I need to play some more cat videos. Okay.
Faster, they don't need a jury, and they can't lose.
Hold
the
on.
reason why prosecutors make deals is because it's expeditious, it's faster, they don't need a jury, and they can't lose, right? The reason
He
why
was doing laundry. He was at the laundry.
it's faster, so let's.
Hold on. Let's listen to this real quick.
The reason why prosecutors make deals is because it's expeditious, it's faster, they don't need a jury, and they can't lose, right? The reason why the defendant makes a deal, it's faster, it's less expensive, it's expeditious, and you can't lose. Whatever you get, you get. You know what you're getting before you go into the courtroom, right? You're not gambling. A jury is gambling. Like, I like to remind my clients and everybody else, O.J. Simpson killed his wife. Nobody thinks he didn't kill his wife. Everyone knows he killed his wife. But the jury was like, yeah, you killed your wife, but you ran for 2,000 yards last season. You get 1 free murder, right? So there's even the most slam dunk case in the world, you can win or lose.
That's the problem.
But you see, like the criminal jury said that he didn't. The civil jury said that he did. They tried that case twice with the same evidence, and they got 2 separate results. The reason why prosecutors make deals is because
Pretty good, right? Is there static or something?
Every year, a giant potato travels across the United States to advertise for Idaho. Now, one of those
Oh my
potatoes
god.
is actually an Airbnb that you can stay in.
And a lot of people just stop by to see it. It's like a roadside attraction.
Does anybody want to go on their honeymoon to this place?
Just about
Let's go.
Boise, rural Idaho, sits a hotel.
I want to take a picture of my dogs taking a dookie in front of the potato.
That'd be hilarious with that big smile. Angel D! The Queen has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Very much part of Idaho.
Christy Wolf started the Idaho.
Does Lucy know about this big ass potato?
She does now.
Says the potato.
You know what it's reminding me of? The movie Tremors.
I think it's actually headed to Ohio, but unfortunately they plan to kidnap it and put it in the basement.
That big truck was with the
It's giving me Tremor vibes.
The commission takes a giant
Does look
potato
like
across
Tremors.
the U.S. to
Imagine that
advertise
thing
for
popping
Idaho.
up on you,
So this one
pulling
that
you
we're
to the
sitting
ground.
in has traveled all over the world.
They went to Kentucky Derby, the Indianapolis 500, and those big events. But they also just went to little Walmarts and grocery stores and things like that.
After 7 years of touring,
When it was on tour, people said, well, is it real? He said, well, it's a real replica.
this
It's a real replica. Wait, so it's not real?
We could all learn something from the people of Britain right now. There's these cameras, ultra low emission zone cameras, and they'll just charge you for driving around in the intercity areas. And as you can see, they're cutting them down. They cut them down a lot. They call them blade runners because they roll around the city and just chop them down everywhere. And I know what you're thinking. There's probably 2 or 3 cameras they get. They probably get a few a day. 50% at any given time throughout the city of London. These cameras are cut down. That's how high of a rate these guys work at. As you can see here, a whole intersection getting hit at once. Absolutely amazing. That's what happens when people work together towards a shared goal. We could all learn something from the people of Britain, right?
Kevin!
There's these cameras, ultra low emission zone cameras. Not just chat.
That's pretty good. This is what we have to do with the robots and the AI right there. Okay, Connor warns something sinister may be behind the deaths of 11. I clipped this one a week ago.
Oh, the dead scientists.
Now we're up to, I think, 13 in the United States and another 7 overseas. Here we go. It's going to play an ad.
died or mysteriously disappeared since 2022. Many reportedly held high-level security clearances and access to sensitive information. The White House is now looking into whether these cases could be connected. Lawmakers, including members of the House Oversight Committee, are calling for answers. Congressman James Comer is here with a Fox and Friends. Exclusive to tell us more. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You're calling, you sent out letters. I hope you're calling for hearings, but you say this is more than just a tragic mystery. This could be a national security concern. Explain.
Yeah, when I first heard about this, I thought, well, that can't be true. That sounds like some kind of crazy conspiracy theory. But once you see the facts, it would suggest that something sinister could be happening, and it would be a national security concern. Mysterious people that were very important to our nuclear program, also either
nuclear
or turned up missing.
So basically, they work on propulsion. In most of them are out of Huntsville, Alabama, and the propulsion is reported to. Is somebody mouth breathing on here? is purported to be anti-gravity. So they apparently have, and all of these people like this Amy Eskridge are have been wanting to publish about their findings, but also as well there is a cold fusion element. So both of those, one will give us free transportation and the other will give us free power. So that's the last thing they want. These people want to tell the American public about it, and they're killing them and taking them away. Excuse me. And yeah, the last one to die was in a fiery Tesla single car crash, and he was burnt beyond recognition. A father son were killed in Yom Kippur on a plane crash. So they took out the whole fucking plane of people. Kids go to bed, just to take this guy out. And one of the guys was he unalived himself, and he was a part of the Ancient Aliens TV show. So he was very
Ancient Aliens. You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah, and so he had literally come out and said that I am not, even considering that. I love living and blah blah blah. And then, he turns up. And then one of the guys was like this Navy captain or whatever, or general, cleanest cut guy you've ever seen. And they say he OD'd. I'm like, man, this guy's never touched an aspirin, let alone anything that would unalive him. You know what I mean?
I mean, you'd be surprised.
I guess, but he didn't look like him.
I know.
None of it fits.
Overdoses do not discriminate.
You see, the FBI is involved again. So now, yeah. So they're saying they're going to launch an investigation. He did do some weird shit, David Wilcox.
We hope that if there are people that know any information about what's happened to these people.
Now they're asking us for help again. It's like Moscow asking us for help. So that one's crazy out of control. Really a big story right now. Inside one of Amsterdam's first supervised self-driving Teslas. There you go. They keep coming with it. It's going to be a big tragedy, folks.
Hold up, but what did you find out that they don't drive themselves? Supposedly they're still remote.
They have a backup person, like in the Philippines, that is paid 10 cents an hour in case, because they go the wrong way all the time. They cannot register if a car is driving directly at them. These types of things, and so it's not ready for human consumption.
What am over? 49, and I got a DUI, probably, that's driving around by the pole right here next to me. Stand by. Hey, stop! Ma'am, stop driving! Stop! Put your car in park right now! Put your car in park and turn off the vehicle right now. Give me your keys.
Clinton style, exactly.
Give me the keys.
Bathing his own shit. My chat is refreshing. So wow.
Hey,
wow.
So talk to you really quick, and he'll cut you loose.
This reminds me of when my mom drove up into the fire truck. My car,
What's up,
the Elantra was halfway up the fire truck. She goes, I think I can make it. Mom, let me just.
Ancient alien cargo was poo baths. Poo baths.
Just kidding. To be honest, that was not at all what I was expecting. Ma'am, give me your keys, please.
Whoa.
Keys?
Girl, why didn't you call 911?
You get your you get that bite out of more.
Now. You are super drunk. Either that or I'm going to tell you one more time. Right now. If you do not go out that door right now.
You think she does?
I don't care about your job. I care about
She goes out the back door.
Get out of the car. Get up and get out of the car.
I wish Dylan got handled like this.
Get out of the car.
Hey, don't choke me. You're choking me.
Then get out of the car.
I will. Hey,
okay.
I have a job.
All right, get up. That's great.
I have a job.
Listen, I need you to listen. Look at where you're Look at where you're at. So you need to stand up inside the car. There's no I will.
I will.
So here's what's going to happen if you don't get out of the car, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to get pepper sprayed.
Don't ever say
Then get up and get out of the car.
Good job. Okay,
That's great.
4:30 in the morning on the car.
I pay taxes.
Open my door more.
We can't.
Don't grab my
We
door more.
physically are unable to.
Call
you
ambulance.
physically are.
Call
Hey,
ambulance.
stop. I'm a woman. Let go of my shirt.
Then stand up and get out of the car and
will.
act like a woman.
Okay, I will. Hey! Like a woman. Hey!
All right, hold on so she doesn't get jammed up on that. Yep.
Hey! I know. I'm right here.
Yep.
Hey.
Got her?
Video. You got me.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Step over. 1, 2, 3, up. There we go.
And
Damn.
Bring hand behind your back.
I think I have one where they hog tie this chick. It's
Music industry. Dude, yeah, we're just talking about, so we should tell people we're talking. If you hum a song, just like fuck around and like, you know, like the cocaine song. If you play
Can you hum a song?
If you do that, you get flagged on YouTube. And they take money from it.
How desperate is that?
It's gross. Like you can't even hum a song. You can't like what are you talking?
How the fuck do you hum a song?
You're not even going to be able to fall in love. They're going to charge you for it.
How are they gonna do that? Well, you won't be falling in love with a person. People will be outdated. People come with problems.
I ain't coming on no bot.
No, ever. What about music industry? So we should tell people we're talking. If you hum a song, just like fuck around and like you know like the cocaine song, you know what I mean?
Hey, what's the cocaine song?
Like, what the fuck are you here for?
Like, what the fuck are you here for?
These guys talking shit to them as they drove by, dude. It's crazy. Robot dogs with Musk and Zuckerberg. Heads roam around Berlin Gallery in Beeple's new exhibit.
Glasses, luxurious answers. They can be bold, polished, complex.
How long is this at? 21 seconds, my God. It goes, when your day is done and you run cocaine. She don't
Dude, that
like
fucking robot dog, are you the one who sent me that shit? Dude, that shit gave me nightmares.
What, cocaine?
That fucking robot dog.
Two victims in London.
Look at this, man. This is crazy balls. I don't know if I can make it all the way big, though.
North London. Witnesses say the suspect ran
Wait,
along
what
the
the fuck is
busy
this?
road, attempting to attack people before being arrested by police.
That's the wrong thing. We waited 21 seconds for that crap. You saw the picture of Elon Musk as a dog? It's hilarious. Where is that? Oh gosh, now I gotta find it. Anyway, I think they showed it at the beginning. Refresh the page. Spurge.
Okay, I got some headphones. Hold on.
You're so pretty. I'll find it in a second. Okay, hold on. I gotta pull it up now. He's in a litigation right now with the AI guy or whatever. Have you seen that? They're fighting over the whole thing. Elon Musk is not a good guy. He took over.
Oh, do you remember that Mars movie? Those aliens from Mars movie came out like in the 90s?
Yeah,
and it had that robot with the fucking head. And it looked just like that.
So weird, dude. We're getting by the way. You hear me, Oscar?
Say that again?
You're getting an echo.
Okay, hold on.
You can probably go into your settings and turn the echo thing off. There's that, and then.
How about now?
Okay, so this is the interview. This is long.
Is that something that she always has done? Does Murphy need to be let out? Is that like allowed? Think about it. Like that's your dog, right? Not Dylan's dog, and someone's coming home. So like, I would think that you would have probably had like a conversation.
Hello.
At some point with your roommates about your dog.
What?
Who is like the dog? Like the
Can you hear
house
me?
dog. But
Yeah.
first thing that she says, I came home and I went upstairs and I go into Kaylee's room. The lights are on and I let Murphy out.
That's what I was hoping somebody would get that, Angel. She's in her whole bikini. That's right. All right. So yeah, she makes a good point.
Hold on, now I gotta go look.
What happened?
Now I gotta go look.
You can't see it?
No, because I mean, you talk about the bikini, but I never paid attention.
You never look at my thumbnails, damn it, anymore.
No, I do. You told me to look where it said rich, and I did.
What?
Hold on,
You're
give me a
too loud,
sec.
by the way. You're distorting anyway.
I'm distorted. Hold on, let me see.
Was it like second nature? Because that's what she always does.
Hello.
That's better. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about this.
I didn't watch Lana's live with the Whitcomb Muppet.
You did it?
Nah, I was working. I had to work, dude. I worked like 7 days in a row. It's crazy.
I took notes from that video, and that's how I came up with the music video for the Whitcomb guy.
Which video? Her video?
Yeah, off of this video, I took notes off of this when I watched it live when she was interviewing him, and then that's how I came up with the idea for that video I made
There, nuance.
of Whitcomb
Do it. We got it.
and the typewriter and all that.
Oh yeah.
I'll take a look at this real quick. Right here, this person said that she believed the FBI had
I
contacted.
mean, here's the thing. He certainly fits the role, right? So he was the perfect little guy right out of Central Casting, right? He just straight up played the role, looks the part, got passionate about it, but at the same time, I mean, let me show you something real quick.
Show us.
Check this out. Let's see. Yeah, it was okay. It was a 61-day standoff, and I want to show you here. We go.
The movie was crazy. The only reason why I know about this is because I saw a movie.
So these were the people that we were interfaced with, the ATF, the FBI, and they were just like looking around like shady as fuck, dude. Just you could just tell they were up to something. You know? Right. Whitcomb, well, we know the fact that he's friends. We're going to get into that in a minute, Tony, with Freeh, who was the director of the FBI at this point, right? This was a tense time. This is what I wanted.
But you said you saw it in live, right? You saw it in real time?
Well, I mean, I was following it. I saw the press conferences, but the thing right here, if you see this, they had the Bradley tank, right? And so they, at the end of it all, they lied about how it happened, how the people were killed. I mean, children were killed in this fucking thing. And they had a Bradley tank, which was specially modified to have a flamethrower. So they stuck the end of the tank into the compound and just torched it. And then they said a hurricane lamp had fallen over because because they had no power. So they were using those oil lamps. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I added that to the imagery of the video that I made because you told me how they used fire torch, and it was that one photographer you said that was a good photographer and snapped the photo of what they really did, right?
Right. He caught it on video actually from a mile away.
I'll caught it on video a mile away. There
Otherwise, nobody
yeah.
would have ever been able to prove it or known that they did that, and then they lied about it. Why do they keep showing Cash Patel? For fuck's sake. I don't know if I can. Who are these people here? This might be it. Let me see what this is here. Info. That should be okay.
Didn't come out in the trial. You're some kind of provocateur. In fact, you're one of those FBI agents, aren't you? I don't give a damn. Don't do anything to me. These people are murderers. These people are murderers. I'm sick and tired of hearing your lies when you machine gun a bunch of men, women, and children. You got a big problem, buddy. You sit over here. I'm not afraid of you guys. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and I'm sick of it. You sit over here and you talk about how the children huddle in the corner and how the
This is Alex Jones.
Killed them. All the rest of your garbage.
Is that Alex Jones?
You don't stand for the Constitution. You stand for zip, not a zero.
I ain't mad at
You
him.
have no qualm of plum. It's false, my friend. Let me tell you, a lot of people are writing down your names. You can follow people around. You can harass people. You can back up your banks, your buddies. But a revolution of peaceful information is coming. And when it comes time, you people are going to be brought to punishment. You understand? Just like Nuremberg. Just taking orders doesn't cut it, my friend. You understand, friend? You understand me? You possess for and say some kind of little joke. All your textbooks garbage, my friend. I got people like General Park, ex-head of Air Force Weapons Development. We know the federal government destroyed Oklahoma. It's proven. We know you guys were agents, just like Hitler brought the Reichstag. We know you brought Nazis over here through the rat line to set up our CIA after the OSS. So you can't sit here. You can assess me all day. I want you to assess me. I've assessed you. A smile.
There it is.
Damn, look at all that fire, bro.
It was fucked, bro.
Oh.
See how far they made the press stay back. What's up with the audio?
Everything possible. Learn all the facts as accurately.
She was already getting the shakes here. We gone through Elian Gonzalez with this woman and all that crap. So much stuff. Why does the audio always suck at these things?
It's like they do it on purpose.
Honestly, I agree, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, what you had with the press conference, my whole point being, is you would have these Muppets up there, and they were trying to explain the negotiations that were going on. And you had this one guy, the main director, Freeh, be up there, and he'd be like, blah, 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 blah. It seemed like he's talking.
What's up, Karmic?
And then you would have, what's up, Karmic Retribution? I almost called it Revolution. You have them, here we go. This is it. You'll see the guys behind them that are just like, they look like they're just like straight demons. Jump scare. That's hilarious.
911, what's your emergency? There's 75 men around our building and they're shooting at us in Mount Carmel. Tell them there are children and women in here to call it off. I hear gunfire. Oh, shit.
Good evening, friends. It has been over 36 hours now since federal agents first confronted a heavily armed religious cult near Waco. They were met by a hail of gunfire, killing 4 of the agents and wounding over a dozen others.
This event was totally unprecedented in law enforcement history.
Well, the leader of this Branch Davidians cult calls himself...
Damn, dude. They all died?
Yeah, they all died. A couple of them lived.
David was a manipulator and a liar.
Stalemate. The cult members breaking their promise to surrender.
It was 51 days of very dedicated and difficult negotiations.
More than 80 people are believed to have died in yesterday's fiery conclusion to the 51-day siege. 22 of them children.
It was the most horrific crime scene I'd ever seen. Which is
Oh,
seen
no.
on TV is about 90% Hollywood, 10% accurate. There's been a very skillful effort to rewrite history And I refuse to let that stand.
They tried to rewrite history as it happened.
I was there when the Branch Davidian
Here, let's see if I can get
began
one of these
all the way
press
through until it ended tragically.
I'm not even gonna play this. Yeah, they're just gonna vilify Koresh. Yeah, see, they don't show these press conferences. They try to avoid them because you can just see freaking the intent. You know, they're like, are they buying this shit? You know, what's going on here?
When do we see the lizard people?
It also acknowledged that we had not.
That place was built, you know, like with all this Chinese drywall and shit. It just, I mean, it went up. It went up. It was bad. Oh, looks like I had something already.
Dude, I was barely 1 year old when this shit went down.
It happened outside Waco, Texas, a heavily armed compound.
I think I was 30.
4 law enforcement agents are dead.
20.
Federal agents prepared for the worst in dealing with the Branch Davidians and cult leader David Koresh.
He looks like Enon.
Huge numbers of Americans watched this play out on their television sets, and the ending was incredibly horrifying. The FBI standoff with the Branch Davidians ended over 20 years ago, so why do these images continue to hold so much power today?
I'll be honest, we saw what happened at Waco.
I think you have to worry about
Waco.
People start showing up with guns.
Waco's actually like a totally normal
to take
town.
on the federal government.
Just wild stuff. See, he was a musician, a
And when
musician.
Koresh took over in the 80s,
See,
his
look at all the amps. Like, he thought he was Eddie Van Halen and shit. And so he like just got lead singer's disease really bad. Started this cult. All these people followed him, and they started hoarding all these weapons.
apocalyptic battle.
And so that's why the FBI got their attention.
To the ATF, stockpiling illegal weapons showed that the Davidians were a dangerous cult led by a self-proclaimed messiah.
Because he's the Lamb of God.
Yep.
Is a cheap thug who interprets the Bible through the barrel of the gun.
Damn.
The ATF decided the way to get the guns without casualties was to take the Davidians by surprise. On the morning of February 28th, minutes before setting out on the raid, the ATF learned from an undercover agent that Koresh knew they were coming. They didn't turn back.
The ATF did not understand that what the Davidians were going to see pulling up was the army of Babylon.
The army of Babylon.
The army of Babylon.
No pun intended, huh?
I heard this barrage of incoming bullets. I saw all the children laying on the floor in the hallway with the women kind of trying to cover them over.
Both sides say the other shot first. After an hour of intense shooting, the ATF ran out of ammunition. Koresh had taken a bullet in his side.
Let's try that one.
Authorities pressed him for a ceasefire.
Okay,
Holy mother.
What's it called? Waco American. I'm surprised he sorry we lost JJ so quick. Apparently Jen's having computer problems, guys, so we're not gonna get Jen up. Just gonna have to bear with me and Offie today here. There it is. Oh, this is just the trailer of it.
You should play the video I made.
I don't think I can play this, you guys, without copyright. So, rules of engagement. There we go. That looks pretty interesting. Maybe this will have some FBI stuff. Who made this? It's look at my Muppets. Wait, tell me. Yeah. I'll find the documentary. I'll record it on the computer and I'll alter it so that
Miss Potts is here. Miss Potts is here.
Potts, come on up there, darling.
Miss Potts, save us. Save us.
Help me. Oh god, now they got me a copyright on the song. Damn it. Alright, I forget this. Alright, so here we go. What is with the audio in this crap today?
It's your face.
It's your butt. I got a match. Your butt in my face. Wait. My face in your butt. Wait. I was gonna play this for Jen. Okay, anyway, there's a biker bro. There's another one. Let's see. It's all David Koresh. That's all David Koresh all the time.
Enon and David, right? I'm telling y'all. Enon definitely looks like a cult leader.
51-day standoff between Branch Davidians led by David Koresh and federal agents just outside of Waco. To this day, some debate the actions of the federal government.
Myra Arthur sat down with a former FBI agent in the San Antonio division who arrived at the scene.
Now he pops himself into the case like nothing happened.
And ATF agents.
And he was at Ruby Ridge, remember? He was part of the team that shot the kid. 14-year-old kid.
I knew we had a very, very dangerous situation because the folks who were inside the compound were willing to kill law enforcement officers.
Now retired FBI agent Jeffrey Alovio looks back at those 51 days in photos he took at the Mount Carmel compound.
There were several times where the Davidians had opened up rifle ports, and there was always concern that they could start firing at any time.
Alovio was in a sniper position, observing and calling out what he saw happening at the compound.
There were different times I saw Koresh and David Koresh, Vernon Howell in the window.
Failed negotiations would make each day seem like the day before for Alovio and his team, until day 51.
It's 6 a.m. in the morning, it's pitch black out there, the lights are lighting up the compound.
Federal agents used tanks to punch holes in the compound.
They were going to use tear gas, and hopefully they would come out. I think people were expecting that they would come out.
That's what it was. Yeah, the Bradley tank had gas at the end of that little crane thing,
and I think that
it caught on fire.
Gas was blown out of there.
Their plan did not work. Hours later, at 12:05 p.m., Alovio sees smoke coming from at least 3 areas of the compound.
What I'm thinking about is, they are going to burn this place up. They're going to come out. They're going to burn the evidence.
Only Jesus saves. Yeah.
Big realization that, hey, some of these people, they aren't coming out.
He lives in Hollywood. I'm sure he knows that.
That would go over you like you've just been hit with a chill because you're seeing people committing suicide.
You don't have to call these people. I did do StreamYard just so you
could. Hostage rescue teams would save some from the fire. 8 people made it out on their own.
Oh, 8 people.
Was where are the children?
See, they had buried buses. Look, in the ground, and then they kept the weapons and stuff stored in those. And it was going to be like their bunker or something.
Would save some from the fire. 8 people made it out on their own.
And our first question was, where are the children? Where are the children? And probably the most vivid memory I have was every one of those people I asked.
Angel D says, imagine if we had smartphones back then.
In early 1993,
damn, the audio sucks balls, man.
Waco, Texas, escalated into a 51-day standoff that would become one of the most controversial episodes in American law enforcement history and fundamentally reshape how the FBI conducted high-risk operations involving armed groups.
And how they communicate with the public. Now, that's my point. I'll find it. Damn it. Because one of these has it.
Arrest warrants at a religious community's compound ended in a catastrophic fire.
This changed everything.
76 people, including more than 20 children, and sparked decades of debate about federal tactics, authority, and decision-making in crisis situations.
I feel like we're watching Free Hospital Cable TV.
Like you're laid up waiting for your hoagie sandwich to come in.
I have to listen to the speaker remote.
You gave us another. You just got. Let's see what this says. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. It's good to see you, Ariana.
Donna Salamander. We got
Where's
Itty
my
Bitty
baby?
Beach Babe. Amy. Twistle Stick.
Salamundo.
Ariana.
Here's your players.
You should play Miss Potts' new Dollar Tree video.
Oh, yeah?
Why does she look like she looked like someone?
Of the documents we had was deposited this morning with the federal court in Waco, where 11 Branch Davidian defendants are scheduled to go on trial in January.
This is not what I want.
Much of the last few days
This is just the whole thing.
has been spent by me and
I got a lot of them, didn't I? I didn't realize I cut out so many. Oops, I did not mean to do that.
Don't dox your, you know?
I did, huh? All right,
Yeah.
let's, you guys want to watch this? I didn't see the Showalter interview in this fucking thing. This won't even let me play it. Oh, it hasn't happened yet? Okay, we're waiting on that one. I see. Looking forward to that from Lana. And we are, what time is it right now? Only 2 hours in. We are halfway there, folks. Welcome to the Purge. I'm Kane V. I'm here to entertain you and to walk you through this shenanigan-infused journey called life. So hopefully you're staying safe, chilling with a nice cold one, maybe some popcorn.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
What about amphetamines?
Picked the wrong week to quit queefing.
Looks like I picked the wrong week.
All right, let's keep enough shenanigans. Enough chicanery for the day here.
Shitbox powers, activate.
Hey.
I hit a bump in the fucking.
That looks like the Elantra, too.
What do we got going on here?
Trying to put my key in the ignition.
You thought you had a bad car.
I think this guy's brake light's out.
Is that like your soundboard?
I got you, dude.
How do you use soundboard? Oh, wait, you can't see. What happened? Oh, I didn't change the video. Dang, nabbit. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you.
I know, you don't want to act up because JJ will come back in here and set the straight.
We're not supposed to be looking at the screen, Lucy.
Look away. Sorry about that, guys.
I don't know if Kane appreciates when I tell him he's fucking up.
You love it. You live for that. You know, Lucy waits for me to misspell a word.
But I'm so happy we can see the screen now. I don't have to suffer in silence. Is that true? You rage quit and dump them?
That is, the guy is saying super freak.
Oh, Kane, what's happening, Kane? What's going on? Oh, she's backstage. Yo, she's backstage. Miss Potts. Miss Potts. Miss Potts is backstage.
Welcome, Miss Potts.
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Why are you echoing so bad?
Ariana's here, the lovely Ariana. JJ rage quit on us. He'd had a couple too many. He's doing a security detail in Big Bear right now. So I guess he cleared off the Bison Ranch for now. How are you, darling? That's the question.
Why are you echoing so bad?
I'm not echoing that I hear. Is it echoing for you?
You are.
Yeah, it's been like that, Miss Potts.
Let me fix it. Let me see. I got echo cancellation on. I don't hear it. Do you guys hear it in the chat?
Oh shit, I don't know. Maybe is it only in my headset or can they hear your echo too? I hear it really bad on my end.
Nope. Is that better now?
A little.
I mean, it's fine. We'll work with it, bro.
Okay. I don't hear it.
Echo not at Miss Potts, but I don't think they hear it. I think it's just us two, because he's been echoing for me the whole time.
I think
Oh,
the
okay,
video
okay,
ninjas
so it's
try
just
to
us.
sneak in and fuck with you.
Yeah. So it's not only you; it's happening to me too.
All right, that's fine.
So welcome in, darling. We got StreamYard. We can talk to you. Great live today, by the way. I wish I'd been able to catch it. But yeah,
It wasn't that great.
Actually, it was, for what little that was focused on content, it was amazing, to be honest with you.
Oh well, thanks, Kane. You too nice.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's talk about the YouTube stuff. What's going on there?
Fuck
Because,
YouTube.
well, apparently, if you want to talk about it, I mean, I feel the same way, but they tried to take your channel down, basically, right? Fully? Is that right?
I don't know about taking me down fully. I just know they demonetized me and they paused all my memberships. And they're withholding all of my money.
Withholding your money, huh?
Yeah.
They're doing a mass demonetization right now, for whatever reason.
Mhm.
And I told you in the chat or comments earlier that they're going back and they're finding, like, I got one video that said it wasn't appropriate for children from 2 years ago. You know, so they had to put on the children filter. And then they have stuff where almost every one of my videos, which I expect, isn't qualified for advertisers, right? But oddly enough, they'll play advertisements before my video. So they continue to play the ads, but I don't qualify for advertising. Which, I mean, it's mostly penis pills, crypto, and whiskey anyway. You know? I mean, you're going to sit there and tell me that that's not going to qualify?
All I know is that I was told that that it's inauthentic and reused content. However, they never gave me a warning. They never told me which content, what portion of the content, nothing. Basically accusing me of being like an AI generated channel. And I'm like, no. So I literally had to send them videos of me like going to court in Pennsylvania and like going to hearings and things like that, you know, like, no, I'm a real person and I literally go boots on the ground.
Thank God they didn't ask you for nudes.
Ask me for what?
For nudes, just to prove you're human.
I don't know what was in his coffee, actually. But no, but they sent you the letter. The most shocking part about it was that they said this is uncontestable and it's permanent, like right out the rip. Like you had just violated every policy they ever had. And, you know, I mean, you've never done anything but original content. You know,
well, what was funny to me is like I put in my appeal, and that was like, I don't know, 8-9 days ago that I did the appeal. But I found out that, like, so if you wanted to play if a monetized channel plays my content, they can make money off my content, but I can't because it's inauthentic.
they more or less did the same thing to
right on
with the because she was only playing the FOIA body cams without any commentary. So they said that it was inauthentic content or something like that, right? So yeah, it's just kind of wild. And I think a lot of it's coming from the new AI, because this has started. You pretty much got hit right when the AI kicked in, and I think it's out of control because they literally think that nobody is using any kind of hacking against them. That if there's any hacking, AI instantly detects it and shuts those creators or people down. But again, I have had 1,460 subscribers for about a year. And I have personally hit the subscribe button for my riders in my Uber for 100 people since I started doing the Uber. Scully made me a QR code so they can just scan it, pulls it right up, boom. And for some reason, the other day it finally went up to 1,466, and then it went back down to 1,460. I was like, man, what can I do here?
Yeah, I heard that. Like, I heard they'll unsubscribe people from your channel too.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
I've heard that that does happen to people. You're right. That is nuts.
You know, I've seen like a lot of the larger creators say, hey, make sure you're actually subscribed because YouTube will go in and just unsubscribe people from your channel and shit. But I did have someone leave a funny comment the other day and they were like, yeah, maybe your content is inauthentic because it was something like, yeah, I agree. The Idaho case is inauthentic.
Oh, was that Kohberger guy who was in your chat trolling you today?
No, I think it was Lucy. She was in the chat and she was like, yeah, you're right. She was like, you're right. The Idaho case is inauthentic.
Totally. And you know, it's happening the same thing is happening in other cases. You see the exact same thing where the FBI is withholding the evidence and the defense, like in Luigi, in Tyler, all those things. But yeah,
it's spook shit, man. This is what spooks do. Spooks doing spook shit.
And it's becoming the norm. That's the problem, you know. So our justice system's completely stalled because of that.
Well, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is.
What were you talking about there in the chat or on your live today again? Ann Taylor. Did you hear me and JJ's take on that? Or what JJ told
I didn't know. I just saw that you had said, hey, we're using StreamYard, so I came over, but you were already like 2 hours into your live.
Yeah, we're halfway through. So yeah, basically I said that as a result of what's his name, Turvey, whatever, Dr. Turvey. As a result of that, you can determine that either Anne is a part of that trilogy where it's prosecutor, judge, public pretender, and they work together to get plea deals pushed through to keep the court system moving, or this was a very well thought out plan to be able to get him in past the blockage of all the discovery to be able to give him ineffective counsel or appeal. It's one of the two. It can't be either anything else, right?
I mean, it could be a bunch of things.
Well, what else?
A bunch of things. Like Turvey, in my opinion, is not. He's done with his case. That's why he's talking. He's like, actually, I don't fucking work for you anymore. That's just my opinion.
Right.
That's just my opinion. Turvey's like, I did my job. I'm done. Okay, bye.
So it was Whitcomb that outed Turvey. Okay, I got you, and that brought him to the forefront.
I don't know what's going on with either one of those fellows. Okay, what I do know is that Whitcomb did not get the entirety of the discovery in this case from Turvey because Turvey doesn't have the entire discovery. So wherever he may have gotten a portion of Turvey's work from Turvey, but it's shit that was already public anyway.
Well, the thing that JJ's point is that what is the reason that Ann Taylor brought Turvey in so late in the case, and all he was as an expert, he wasn't able to see the house. The house was long gone. All he was able to see is pictures and documents, just like us, you know, pretty much. Mm-hmm. And so I think that kind of fits into the theory that it was sort of a pre-planned, you know, like built-in obsolescence for her. And I think at this point in Turvey's career, if, you know, he's not going to be able to go and testify in other trials because his reputation is ruined from fighting or doxing Ann Taylor, he doesn't care because he's old, he's retired, it's over it.
Oh, no. I don't think he doxed her at all.
Well, what did Aunt Taylor say in that letter from her office complaining about Turvey? What was it that he was only hired to do?
He was breaking the non-disclosure agreement.
And did they tell you right there why they're mad?
Yeah, she's saying that he's violating his confidentiality agreement, that basically they haven't released him from his confidentiality agreement. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say an expert who's been doing this for 30 years didn't lock himself into some confidentiality agreement where he's binded until she says he's allowed to talk. He's been doing this for 30 years. I'm sure he has his own confidentiality agreement that he made her fucking sign too, which is why he said, that's exactly why he said, well, you can ask her precisely what I'm violating here, but make sure she's careful because she needs to be careful too. She can get herself into trouble. This guy isn't it. Come on now. He's been doing this for 30 years and he's been doing it all over the globe. He's not tying himself into some
rodeo.
Absolutely. Come on now. He's not tying himself down and being binded to something in perpetuity until she tells him he's allowed to talk.
Cool. I'm going to take note of all of this.
You seem to be of the opinion that it is a kind of a misstep by Ann Taylor.
I think it's the worst. I think it's the worst idea ever to go head to head with your experts via the media. It's the dumbest thing.
You're right.
Because how come all of a sudden now she wants to use the media, but she didn't want to use the media to help her clients?
Well, okay. I mean, so there's your question right there. Why, after all she went through to try to get all this discovery, why would she withhold stuff and let him take that plea?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That's why I kind of agree with JJ that it was part of the plan because I mean they were up against a wall. They were fighting a judge. They were fighting the prosecution. They were fighting the FBI, not able to get the discovery which they are entitled to in any American judicial case, right? And so you're going to have to play outside of the box. What do you think?
I mean, I think that, she knew she had like 60 terabits of discovery to go to pretty early on in the case. And she's had Judge Monson from the very beginning, her resource judge that she could have went to get extra researchers and extra paralegals and extra fucking lawyers to help out with the discovery.
I agree. I feel like there's a lot of things that went maybe not unsaid, but on... Like, for instance, the chain of custody with the DNA. Obviously, they weren't going to use the DNA, but as far as that house being completely contaminated, that would have been my first argument. And I don't know if Hitler shut that down or something. Listen, I can't see the chat right now, but why would you leave that on the table? You know what I mean, in the hearings. And every time I said that, Twiz would be like, "Oh, well, wait till we get to trial. Wait till we get to trial." Well, we never got the trial now, So I feel there was, if not on purpose, there was definitely some ineffective counsel going on either way.
I'm wondering if that's kind of what I'm wondering if Turvey is like, actually, I'm going to blow the lid off this shit. I'm wondering if after everything he saw, like he isn't talking about just the state. He's saying that both sides buried exculpatory evidence. He said both sides.
Evidence, bro. But that's from Whitcomb, though, right?
No, no, that's not from Whitcomb.
No, fool. Turvey got receipts on and. Allegedly.
Turvey
I want to see those fucking receipts.
Turvey gave responses to Kevin Fixler over at the Idaho Statesman. I think it was yesterday, which Kevin Fixler, I believe, posted today. He asked Turvey, like, what do you think about what she's saying? And Turvey's like, I don't know what's going on in her head, but you can ask her which portion of the confidentiality agreement I'm violating. And she needs to be careful because she doesn't want to get herself in trouble either. Like, that's what tells me he probably had her sign her own agreement with him as well. Which is why the whole, like, oh, he recorded Anne and released it. He's an expert. I have no doubt he told her, I record all of my phone calls, just so you know. Like, stop.
Don't try me, bitch. Don't try me.
That's just how a lot of these people work. You know,
Say
that's
it.
just how a lot of these people work. Like,
Yeah,
even
no,
me,
you
I'm a
have to cover
private
your ass.
citizen, and right. There are certain phone calls, depending on who I'm talking to. Even as a private citizen, I let them know off the rip I'm recording the whole thing. That way there's no fucking confusion.
I have to do that with Kane so I could not forget what he's told me at the end of the day.
I'm like, why are you recording the call? He's like, just to play it back later.
Yeah, I'm like, just don't talk shit about people. I'm like, as long as you don't talk shit, don't worry about it.
That is it. I think that's the most interesting development in this last week, but there's been a lot also as well. We have the Erika thing with the cheating and with the whole thing, right?
Yo, JJ saying it's still the Purge.
What?
Let's go, JJ. Get up here.
Where
Come
did
up
he go?
here.
He's doing his show right now.
Come have an adult conversation with Miss Potts.
Oh, maybe he's not
doing his own show.
No, he's not at home. So he was just going to be on the show, but I think he.
What are you doing?
Where is he? I don't even see him anymore.
Sorry, I'm talking to my cat.
Okay. So are you feeling better, Don? Are you healing up and everything?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. We just got moved to the new place a couple weeks ago and getting all settled in.
Fun. Jeez.
Oh, hell yeah, I moved. I moved so fast.
Really?
Like fucking the speed of sound. Okay.
You wanted out of there, huh?
Oh, yeah. And I was on the wait list for there was a particular new building that went up that they were constructing, and I put myself on the wait list for that shit 2 years ago. Finally got in.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So you're very happy then with everything, huh?
Yeah, we love it. We absolutely love it. It's so peaceful and quiet, and I'm just enjoying every moment.
You literally had teenagers up in your living room. It seemed like you were living at the last place.
Those fuckers would literally come right up under my window too and scream as loud as they could. Little assholes.
I guess there's a thing back in the 50s and stuff that people didn't know about, 60s, 70s, is that old men who would get annoyed by kids and stuff that would be playing outside would play this mosquito sounds. You ever heard of that before?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's a sound that there's sounds only kids can hear, and as your ear develops as you grow up, you can't hear it anymore. And so it literally makes them sick and from hearing it. And so that's what they would do to keep kids away from their house. Anyway,
I've never heard of that ever.
I'm full of useless facts like that. But yeah, no, that was the thing. There's records called the mosquito sounds. I'm just saying that Whitcomb, NBC expert analysis, Dateline. So yeah, that's Lucy's been on that all day about the information that Whitcomb had was going to come partially from the Dateline leak, and so he was just referring to the documentary, more or less, the information that they got, and then also JJ added that he was getting stuff from the Daily Mail because he had a contact there. I don't know that anything that he got was necessarily coming directly from the FBI, because that would be a bad look, right?
I mean, the FBI doesn't give a fuck. They do whatever they want. They don't care if it looks bad. They're like, yeah, and so what? They don't care. Who's gonna do anything to them? No one.
Well, the Department of Justice.
This is why they can just enter DNA into databases they're barred from, because they literally do whatever they want with no consequences.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's amazing is the fact that they literally stated they weren't going to use the DNA from the knife sheath, yet Hippler cites that as the main reason that he did it. Here we go, JJ. What up, Jage? Let me turn his mic up here real quick. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. There it is.
You can't let me on yet until you play 47 more minutes of cat.
Yeah, we like cat videos here. What do you want? I mean, it's a cat video show, babe.
JJ.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. You're good. Hmm? You hear Miss Potts?
Hi,
I hear
JJ.
Echo. Holy smokes, Miss
Yeah.
Potts is here. What is going on in life, dude?
We got a bad echo. It's just us, though.
Yeah, I don't hear. I'm sorry about that, guys.
It's
I'm
the
trying to
same.
think what it might be.
Video Ninja, StreamYard, you name it.
I don't have Video Ninja open. I promise. I wouldn't do that to Miss
It's
Potts.
because I think you have another YouTube. Do you have YouTube open in another window to watch your chat? Is that
You
why?
know what? That is a possibility. Let me
Turn the volume down on it. You gotta mute the volume on it.
Tabs.
I think maybe it just started when you came
Now it's
in,
gone.
and so it's gone now.
Miss
Yep.
Potts, how you doing?
Cool.
What's cracking, JJ?
Purge.
Homie, how you been?
Oh, you know, living the dream. One man's dream's another man's nightmare.
Heard.
Interesting developments in the Idaho case, though, huh? Good to see Kane finally used StreamYard. So
I know. I couldn't even believe it.
I don't know how many hours I have left. I know we've used at least 15 of them in 2 lives, but we'll go as long as we can, right?
What were y'all talking about? I didn't get to hear. I wasn't listening.
We were kind of debating whether the Ann Taylor thing was something that was thought out or if she's just misstepping.
Explain further, please. And tell me if there's a burger element to all this.
There's a definite Whataburger double waiting for you to answer this question.
Dude. But if you're getting a burger at Whataburger, I'm going to tell you, you've gone wrong, friend. Highly recommend the jalapeno biscuits. That's all I'm saying.
I've heard about those jalapeno biscuits. They're delicious.
I'm a biscuit aficionado here, fellas. So
listen, I used to work at Cracker Barrel. I can make the biscuits, damn it.
I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait to watch these people throw each other to the wolves.
Yeah, I
can't
love
wait.
that part about it. They are
Right
literally, I
on,
told you,
right
they're going
on.
to eat each other alive. They literally, once one finger points,
you think that's
the whole thing is
like infighting?
Well, I mean, we haven't seen the prosecution come out and turn on each other yet, though. Now, I mean, maybe it's just Ann kind of baiting them, rage baiting them. I don't know. But, you know,
I think they're all
eventually,
going to tear each other to shreds.
Absolutely.
That's what I think. They're going to fucking cut each other up into ribbons.
That would be amazing to see. I mean, it's been.
You think there's some factional divides in this FBI Muppet is one faction and he's trying to get out in front of the other faction and they're just going to eat each other up?
I don't know. Part of me thinks that he's here to, you know, cover a little bit for the FBI, but that's just my opinion for their fuck ups.
Oh, for sure. He's like, oh no, the FBI had nothing to do with this. Go fuck yourself, Muppet.
Well, that was my thing, Annie, is that what they were trying to do is kind of soften the blow of all the shenanigans that they did by slowly leaking it out through this guy.
The PG-13 show. Family show.
Sorry about that.
Family
Kids
show.
go to bed. Kids go to bed. Sorry, JJ. I apologize, sir. But yeah, the what they were like, it's like, you know, admitting that about Kennedy or the aliens. You know what I mean? That, oh yeah, here we have had the aliens, and they're doing it through
Are
different.
you telling me Judge Hitler's an alien? Is that what you're telling me here?
Did you see my video of the trailer of him in the dress dancing around?
I thought that's how Bryan got to the scene was via a alien ship or something. I thought didn't he teleport or some shit?
Yeah, that's what Hitler said that in one of the things. He said, "You can all go fuck yourselves," and Bryan's an alien. That's the only way the murders could have been committed if somebody showed up in a UFO, right? Because they couldn't have walked from next door.
No, don't do it. Get.
How is that possible?
No, kitty.
Can we get the cat on the mic or on camera or something here?
No, she was trying to. Every time I come off the balcony, she tries running outside, and I haven't set up the stuff on the balcony to keep her contained, and I'm afraid she's going to like jump off the porch.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. My friend lost his cat for 2 weeks. It turned out it was locked up in somebody's house that was on vacation.
She's never been outside. She's not allowed outside.
She's getting the yearning.
She's a beautiful, majestic beast who belongs in the house, not outside.
What is she, like a Maine Coons or something? What kind of cat?
No, she's a beautiful, she looks like a bobcat, kind of.
Oh, like an Egyptian kind of deal, huh? That's what my sister had.
Two different cats, Kane.
I've told that story before about my flashy cat, how he had a girlfriend and he crawled into somebody's attic and they went on vacation and they were gone for a month. He almost starved to death, poor thing. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, back to Idaho4 Cat Talk. Here we are, Miss Potts, everybody, and TJ Vance from Echoes of Clarity. So,
where's Scully?
Scully's here too. Scully is
over here. I'm listening.
Scully's like the new Ed McMahon. He's going to be basically like what.
He's your game show host.
He told me
JJ and I are going to start doing in the year 2000. You know that, and then it'll be like Bryan Kohberger was released from prison today. Unfortunately, like whatever fun stuff. That's our next little thing, right, JJ? Did you get your black belt for your neck?
What's going on, sir? Is this the Purge?
What are you guarding, sir? By the way, was it John Travolta's balls?
No, you've secured those already, I believe. So job's done.
You're talking about Tom Cruise.
Oh my God, what?
I need a drink.
I'm
You guys go on.
Friday the 13th, Stephen Kingville. There's slightly more activity this evening, but when I came in last night at 6 p.m., this was an abandoned lake town in the mountains of California at 7,000 feet. So
Is that you said you're on Camp Crystal Lake, right?
Camp Crystal Lake, dude. Jason's gonna get me, dude.
I hope not. Yeah,
wait, you're in Florida?
I tried to be in Mexico. As I told you, I got gringo service by my Airbnb host.
They wouldn't let him into Mexico for some reason.
No, I'm in California. I was trying to go to Mexico.
Oh, gotcha. Why would you try to go to Mexico on purpose?
Friday, but I tried to land there the other day and it failed.
Are you going there on purpose?
I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Yeah, for medical stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
Intentional stuff and medical stuff.
What do you? So are you guys?
I was there a few months ago for medical stuff.
Are you guys sick of Othram taking the credit for solving the DNA issue in this case? Because I know I am.
Hell yeah! Especially they're trying to use Ethan's mom as the freaking company image for advertisement.
Right, and they're trying to use that to then propel themselves in other cases like John Bonet, which I think is bullshit.
That's back in the news. Also, did they? Scott Peterson was back in the news.
Autham's the one putting it in the news, dude. Autham's like, we're gonna solve this case.
Everybody's getting a sponsor up in this bitch.
Well, the funny thing is Stacey Chapin had said right from the beginning that they weren't gonna be involved in it at all, and you couldn't be more all up in it as the poster child for Othram Labs. You know what I mean?
Well, it's all really perverse.
Hey, Lucy did some deep diving. Lucy figured out how long it took to write that book, Whitcomb's book. How long did it take to write Whitcomb's book, Lucy?
He said 8 months.
0 seconds. She did a whole simulation and everything.
It had to render in AI for at least 20 minutes.
Well, if you think he wrote that, dude, I'm gonna assume other folks wrote that. He's just the face.
I should play that clip when he calls out the Purge.
He talks a big game. But I question. I've encountered folks like that in federal law enforcement. He's a Muppet.
He was
He's a
giving me
Muppet
red
of a very
flags.
strange variety. He was a sniper at Waco and Ruby Ridge, and pretends that he has any inclinations towards justice.
So what
I
about
just know that I feel like if I had to choose, so like if I was ever forced to choose between lawyers and experts, I'm choosing the experts. Lawyers are just like professional wordsmiths, you know, they're liars. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Most lawyers are liars, and they know how to use, you know, legalese to not come across as a liar. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, this is what lawyers do. So for me, if I had to choose between, like, you know, Ann Taylor and Brent Turvey, I hate to say it, I'm going with Dr. Turvey here. You know?
It's like battles of the X's, but in this case, your legal team.
You've been watching too many Mormon wives, bro.
Well, my question is, like, what's the motivations for Turvey to say anything if it's in violation of ethical protocols and confidentiality agreements?
I don't think it is. I don't think he's in
Taylor's letter
violation of
said it
anything,
was.
and he knows it. Yeah, I know. But I mean, that's why he's like, oh, okay. Really, Anne? So can you point exactly what I'm violating? Oh, and be careful when you do that, too, because you don't want to get yourself in trouble. I'm like, oh, so he made her sign an
anytime you work with
NDA.
attorneys, though, they make you sign stuff. I've worked with a lot of attorneys. They make
Right.
as a PI, they make me sign shit.
Yeah, and then usually when your confidentiality agreement or your non-disclosure is up, when the case is closed, you're no longer bound to that shit. He pled, the case is closed.
I suppose the defense would be able to yield that answer if they just produced this confidentiality agreement that are Turvey. Admiral, get back here.
I mean, it
You know
could
what I mean?
be that
'Cause
this
it
is
seems like
all
it's-
part
it's
of
a
it.
pretty
Maybe this
reasonable.
is part of a strategy. But
That's what
But I
I'm
wonder,
saying.
how does
Why-
this hurt her image? How does it hurt her image?
Well, it would. If it does make her look bad, that's a good thing because he can do his appeal using that. If they say, oh well, she was squashing exculpatory evidence, that exculpatory evidence may not have been good enough to get him, not guilty, but it may be enough to get him a plea. I don't know. It's tough. They got to go through. What's
You're
his name?
talking about elements. How about getting your day in court, bud? You're talking about elements that come way down the road. He was never going to get a day in court.
Right, exactly.
That's what I mean. If they're trying to go for like new trial or something like that, you know, it could be part of a strategy to get him a new trial or something. But I don't think it is. Dr. Turvey seems pretty fucking pissed at both sides here that not only did the state mishandle, but according to him, it looks like both sides are intentionally burying exculpatory information from what he could see, and he was only, you know. So I don't know.
So he's calling them both out. He's basically not choosing sides. He's like, I'm calling out both of y'all.
Certainly
I mean, he did call out both sides, but it's true. When I heard that,
by Whitcomb's book exhibits. Go ahead and start talking so I can interrupt you again.
No, but I was going to say words, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead.
Words that come out of my mouth hole.
No, what I think about the whole case is that here's the thing. Why all of a sudden start this activity when the case is over? You know what I mean? What led to this that they're gonna? So to me, it's just like let's consider what Steve G, Viviana, and Jeff H would say. What their take on this whole thing is, as far as Turvey and Ann Taylor are. Oh, here is another ploy. Here's another tactic for them to be able to get him off.
They're going to call him a conspiracy theorist hack who, you know, is just making stuff up for the defense. That's what I think. If I had to guess, they're going to talk mad smack about him.
They just want their 15 minutes of
What was
fame.
Turvey's purpose for even being there? Like, why did they bring him in so late? I guess I don't realize. I don't know all the fine
He was brought
details.
on. He was brought on, from what I understand, to give his opinions on the crime scene only.
Yeah.
Right, but they brought him in such a late date for that. He didn't only get to see pictures.
I'm guessing that's all he got. He got all of the unredacted crime scene photos. Right, but he got all of the unredacted crime scene photos. He got all of the stuff from the FBI as well. He also got all of the bloodstain, analysis and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to reconstruct. It's not that hard to reconstruct the crime scene digitally, as long as you have everything you need to reconstruct it. I know a lot of people think, right? A lot of people think you would need the whole house to do that, and you don't.
No, they had all the LiDAR stuff too. I get all that, but my point there is the defense already had someone on their team that did all that work before the building was torn down.
Good point.
I don't think they did that.
So why would
Who
they
did
need
they have do
Buster?
that?
Well, they had that
Who did they have do the crime scene reconstruction?
Right. Well, that's again,
No doubt.
what did Turvey bring to the table? That's all he's bringing to the table is multiple. Abner boy, get back here. Sorry about that. He brought to the table nothing of probative value. You know what I mean? It wasn't already achieved through other experts.
I don't know. She felt some reason to bring him on.
I was always confused by his existence anyway. Yeah, right. That's a good question. I don't know if it's because she knew maybe he's tied up with some stuff that she was already aware of on the back end of this, things that are prohibiting any justice from occurring. Meaning, what did Turvey do for the FBI before this?
It's my understanding Turvey doesn't work for the FBI.
Yeah, I think we all work for the UN, man. Everybody works for the FBI and law enforcement.
Well, you get what I mean, though. From what I understand.
Reproach, you know?
Yeah, no, from what I understand, he works, a lot of his stuff is out of, like, he does a lot of his work out of Dubai, doesn't he? Doesn't he do a lot of work on, like, femicide cases and shit in the UAE?
I'm just going to look and see what cases.
Yeah, he runs that entire, like, forensic department at the UAE police department out there, the Dubai police. And he handles all of their cases for, like, femicide and shit because they have such a problem out there with all the honor killings of the women. And so he does a lot of that work out there.
So, in a sense, he's at least approved to work there by the Dubai royal family, the same royal family that was a major financier of the Epstein situation.
I have no idea. I just know when I was reading through his CV a couple weeks ago, because we covered it in a live like a week or so ago. A lot of the stuff that he does has to deal with like femicide, human trafficking, which I thought was pretty interesting that he was brought onto this case. And a lot of the stuff he does deals with femicide, and we have 3 females that were murdered. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Sure. I don't know enough about him. I'm going to look into what he's done in the past because, all these things seem to root their ugly head. A year ago, I was talking about Idaho-Contra, and suddenly we have an Idaho-Contra Muppet, an actual Muppet from Idaho-Contra. I'm writing a book about the case. So when I say Idaho-Contra, the Waco, the Ruby Ridge specifically, was connected to the National Security State Army Special Forces. We see, and the SPLC, and we see they were directly connected to the SPLC. Even back then in financing, we see how that's coming to light right now too. So it's just interesting.
Yeah.
So I was also bringing up the Erika thing with the soap opera part of the case, the Dago side or whatever you call it, with the cheating of. They're saying that all 3 girls were cheating on their boyfriends at this point. Possibly. And
I mean,
so
shit.
They're finally admitting the OnlyFans aspect, right?
Was that I heard something about that. I don't know that it was official.
Well, what makes you say that, JJ?
I think dude wrote that in his book confirming Maddie. I have the screenshots, so from her Instagram saying.
I think I remember him saying that on the live. Yeah.
It was her alternate Instagram account. All of her friends were sorority and fraternity folks on there.
Well,
Whose Instagram account?
Twiz
It was
wants,
Maddie's alternate Instagram account. It was highlighted
Maddie's.
her OnlyFans, and it was all Greek friends on there. About 100 friends. Yeah.
I mean, money like they had that they were spending and the activities they were into does not come from working at Dutch Brothers. I'm sorry. When you're vacationing all the time, when you're in the new outfits, when you're...
I don't know. There's some photos circulating of Dylan supposedly having an OnlyFans account.
That's what JJ was.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me that all of them did, right? If one's doing it.
100%.
Yeah, if one is doing it, the other, yeah. And then I'm like, why is it circulating now? And then the fact that you're bringing this up is making me laugh, kids. What is he trying to insinuate that the room plays a big part in this whole case? What about that empty room? Like, what was it utilized for? And a lot of people would speculate that they were doing their spicy content in that room.
Yeah, I mean, that's a reasonable, reasonable scenario for sure.
I'm more interested in life insurance. That's what I'm interested in. I want to know who had the life insurance.
Wow, that'd be crazy.
Okay, that's smart.
I want to know. I bet it was the Mormons.
It's just my opinion.
The Levitts own most life insurance. They're a big Mormon family. They did a press conference a couple years back. David Levitt, he was the Utah County prosecutor. He wanted to make sure everyone knew that him and his wife didn't murder any children. No one accused him of that publicly, but he just wanted to make sure everyone knew that. Totally normal. They're the biggest insurance family in America, I believe. The Levitts.
I just feel like, for me, it's like, okay, usually the motivator for almost all crime is money.
Money, yeah.
So it's like, how did nobody even dig into that in this case? Like, it's basically what happened here is it looks like Dylan and Bethany gave a story. This is what happened. And the cops were like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. And that's what they ran with. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm of the opinion the Gooch scripted the entire story.
It's paperwork. It's evidence.
The Gooch teaches murder mystery classes at schools across Idaho, both college and high school. And she also reconstructs crime scenes officially for the Idaho State Police. She builds crime scenes for crime scene investigations.
That's what I wanted. One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, Ms. Potts, is the how you when you started in with the awesome lives you were doing about the trafficking and all the connections, even when it started to go underground in the 80s because they made it illegal, and then you started coming across the Gooch and her uninvestigation of these people of the perpetrators and their prosecuting the victims, and then and then Lucy's like, yeah, Kane and JJ talked about this 5 months ago. You were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
I honestly saw the title of the video that Lucy pulled up, and I didn't even remember doing it. I barely, because JJ he'll say a million things, then he'll start talking about Cocaine Bob before you know it, and it's like, holy shit. But yeah, that was a pretty alarming moment, right? It's kind of like the investigations converged right there a little bit. I felt.
I guess what I found the most interesting about that was that it's all happening around the same time, which is the fall of 2022, right before these kids were all murdered. And you have WSU police officers also under investigation for their grooming and their sexual, abuse of students. Then the main predator, he officially resigns November 1st, 12 days before this crime. So, and then it all, to me, when you follow the pattern, you've got Gooch and ISP doing all this undercover trafficking work in September of 2022, right? And then leading into the fall of 2022, WSU police are being fucking upended, forced to resign and things like that. And people are acting like, you think Kohberger didn't know? You think he didn't know what was going on with WSU police? Of course he did. And it's all happening at the same time. So, you know.
The
It's all
timing
very
hub.
interesting.
Zach, you had to take today, it's about Jiminy Joseph with this stuff. What was it about Kohberger? If he knew he's taking the fall for the cult, I thought that was
I'm gonna have to depart here. I don't want to rage quit, but I will. Kane, don't dare me. It's good.
I double dog dare you, sir. But don't go. No. Stay.
Why are you leaving, JJ?
He rage quit. He does that.
Oh, he already left. Okay, bye, JJ.
So everybody's getting exposed for being fucking horn dogs.
What's that again?
Everybody's getting exposed for being like horn dogs. Like they can't keep it in their pants.
I mean, that would be the other angle. Of course, there's money, and that people who would do this type of thing would have a problem with whatever that is. But you also have, you know, if there's some type of... Remember, they literally came out and said that this was not a love triangle. Do you remember?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Well, this is a song, dude. Trying to find
That's the one that made of Ann Taylor, that letter she made towards Turvey.
Okay. Oh,
So
this
one is on Whitcomb. So
that's pretty cool.
The imagery on this, it's what I
This
especially
is
when
sick,
you told me that they torched the Wacko place.
Right. That is what they called it too. Anyway, you were saying that about the cult. I thought that was absolutely hilarious because that's the same thing that we were talking about a few lives back, as far as the whole thing being that's gross. A mass what do we call it, Offie? The stalking, the mass stalking or group stalking, where they
stalking.
I mean, do you remember? Did you see that one that we did, Annie?
I probably didn't.
So yeah, I guess that's exactly what Scientologists do and cults do, is that you have, first of all, whenever there's a transaction, you have Lucy Morningstar as the notary, you have Ann Taylor as the realtor or lawyer. You know, everybody involved in the transaction, from buyer to seller and everything in between, is a part of the group of the Scientologists or whatever cult. And so as well, and I've been talking with JJ about it, is apparently for a long time there's something called group stalking, and they sort of use this government high technology to I guess sort of trick people into doing things, or force people into doing things, or even unalive themselves or unalive other people, right? And when you talk about it's being a cult, and there's no way around it, right?
I mean, I don't know. I was just kind of cracking jokes, you know.
It was a great point. I mean, there's 80% truth in every joke, right?
Yeah.
And so it worked. I was feeling that right there, because we talked about it just a couple weeks ago, where it would take a force, it would take a village to keep this thing down. And you just literally said yourself, you're waiting for them to turn on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Which comes from the same place, I believe.
Well, that's what I was saying this morning. I'm like, for all I know, Mr. Kohberger was hired by the cult, and he's like, okay, cult, I'll take the fall for everybody.
Exactly, yeah. I'm like, that's
imagine it was that simple. Oh my god.
It could be
100%.
I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Like all of these, how. Think about how many things we've heard now about these online cults, okay, that are like forming in their own little, their own little Discord chats, or they have their own little WhatsApp group chats and shit that they all use. It's like fucking wild, man.
Yeah, the Roblox thing and all that shit. It's disgusting. Actually,
How do we know I'm just saying we don't know. We don't know what he got himself caught up in. Everybody, everybody's like, oh no, he's this beautiful, innocent angel and shit. I'm like, none of y'all even know this motherfucker. You've never met him.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's true though. It's so fucking true. It's true. And it could
Nobody
also be
knows
said for
him.
the people that got killed too, because it's like, as much as we want to paint them as good students, what was really going on behind the scenes? Like this kind of crime, the injuries they had, that shit was personal. That was personal.
Absolutely.
But
Especially for Xana.
yeah, somebody was angry, and I'm thinking, sometimes people are bullies and we don't know it, or act like we don't see it, and for someone to take it to this extreme, like some shit went down, and I don't know.
I always think about too, like how we learned that, like, Kaylee liked to spoof numbers, and she would text Xana from like a fake number as though like she could see her, like, oh, I saw you took a bong rip, or I can see you taking a drink, and things like that. And like they called it pranks. But there are people out there that like you don't fuck around with people like that. You don't pretend like someone's watching them while they're at home. Like that's not a prank. So for all we know, that shit went too far. We have no idea, literally. No one has any idea.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be
I do think it's really interesting though that they, that was one of the things that came out, that she did that a lot. She would spoof numbers and like text Xana to fuck with Xana and let Xana think she was like being stalked or that someone was watching her outside.
I wonder why she would do that though.
That came out of the book?
No, that came out like shit. Where was that? That was in those interviews, man. Those the ISP when they were interviewing like witnesses and shit. That was what a lot of the friends said, was that she was the prankster and she would play jokes like that, and she would like spoof a number and text Xana and be like, oh, I saw you take a bong rip and blah blah blah. I forget whose interview it was in. I feel like it was fucking Dylan.
Shit. No way.
Yeah. I'm sure Lucy remembers whose interview it was in, but trust me, there's somebody out there that they interviewed, and that person was saying that that's what Kaylee did a lot. She would spoof numbers and like fuck with people in their texts, letting them think. I don't know, it's a fucked up prank.
Here.
But
What's up, Tarak? Miss Q, nice to see you also as well.
Dude, I can see how that can be misused, especially if she's fighting over a guy with another girl, trying to fuck with someone's head.
Well, I was going to say today, a Suzanne B in the house today. What's up, Don? Is that they found out who the sixth roommate was. We were talking about it in Typically Unique today. And I forgot what her name was. I can pull up the live here real quick.
who, Ashlyn? Who, Couch?
She rented the spare room. So somebody was actually paying to rent that spare room.
Wasn't the mom's excuse was that she had no one to take care of her dog? So the reason why she was not there at that house?
I don't know. I don't remember. I had to go to work when she started talking about it, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll pull it up. I don't know if Miss Potts caught it or not.
Well, I mean, I knew that like Couch was the one who was supposedly renting the sixth room, but that she wasn't actually living there.
I think, but this girl was actively renting the spare room, and Annie was saying that when she left college, she kept renting her room so she would have a place because she moved back in with her parents to go and party on the weekend. And she suggested that as a reason that possibly this girl kept that room but didn't live there so that she was a part of the house. She could come and go as she pleased. I'll pull it out just to get the name. I'll pull it up real quick. But yeah, it was very...
I know with a lot of these houses too, they have to get the rooms rented out. Even one of the girls said that in the interview, that like they had to get the rooms rented out. So they were trying to find people. That's why they got Dillany. That's why they got Dylan and Bethany.
Dillany.
Yeah, Dillany. That's what I call them.
That's a good one.
So
I
know
like that.
I feel like I remember that from someone's interview. The whole reason was, that's how they all came together, because Maddie had to get the rooms rented out. So that's how they ended up getting Dylan, Bethany, Xana, and then Kaylee came in August.
Obviously, I mean,
but I think. Listen, probably I think the biggest thing for me that like so far is like, holy shit, Dylan. Oh my god, bro, she's drawing like headless fucking bloodied torsos and hands that are cut off.
Dude.
And
they redacted that shit from us in the beginning, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I called her drawings out from the beginning. She was obsessed with drawing eyebrows, bushy eyebrows and eyes. But I guess it got darker than that.
Oh, it's even worse than that, man. She was drawing like hands chopped off of bodies and headless torsos, and she was drawing bodies that had their necks slit twice, just like the girls did upstairs and shit like that, ear to ear.
Hold on, are you the one that posted that her Reddit or her Pinterest got banned because she was posting nothing but pictures of knives? Something about her Pinterest.
She had this like Pinterest account that I believe it was law enforcement recovered the Pinterest account, and on that account it was all fucking knives.
Okay, so yes,
knives
you did cover it.
Shit.
I got it from you. Then for sure.
No, I think it was Lana who posted about it, but
really, I could have sworn you talked about it.
Well, Lana also is gonna air her unredacted interview also as well. I think coming up. I'm looking forward to that.
I just think it's crazy that like they knew from they knew from jump
out there that are fucking nuts, that are stabbing people and doing all kinds of crazy shit out there all the time. And everybody's like, oh, the girl's kidnapped. Like, that's what we are. But it's like, if somebody gets raged out enough, they'd snap. I don't know. The thing is,
it's not even about being raged out.
Huh?
If you've been diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder, you literally have like multiple personalities, man. You understand? Like, if she really is like disassociative, if she can disassociate, like, think about it. She tells them that she hasn't even cried, even though Bethany hasn't stopped crying. She's like, I haven't cried at all. Like, she's fine. She's literally fine. Like, the day she, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's being interviewed multiple times and she's just giggly and she's done. Like, she never cried. She wasn't upset. She wasn't, I don't know. All I know is that, listen, they knew from jump.
Impact statement.
They knew from jump that this girl, they knew like her shit, bro. Her diary.
How early on were
they
those
had
rumors
her
going
diary.
around?
There has to be a reason that they're not just because of the person that did it, but because of who the person is that it came from, that they're keeping it down. Because you have people don't lie in a murder. You can lie all you want, just don't lie in a murder case. You know what I mean? About the whole, and then they go ahead and they take her cocktail of a story and use it for the entire timeline. It's beyond belief. And
I just think it's wild. They get her diary and they're reading her diary and she's writing over and over again, I will have friends. I will be popular.
Really? That was in her diary?
And then they find like all of these drawings of fucking headless torsos and hands and people with their necks slit and shit. Like, how are you not immediately side-eyeing her?
So everything that they're accusing Bryan of, Dylan hits all the markers.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Dylan can honestly do no wrong. It's wild. Sorry, it's getting cold.
Here's my thing, right? So when you look at for me, it's the timeline, because even Dylan and Bethany both admit that between the 2:10 time frame when they're upstairs in Kaylee's room taking that video on Dylan's phone,
right?
Okay, they're all alive, and the only people in the house are Kaylee, Maddie, Dylan, and Bethany. So from 2:10 in the morning until approximately 3 a.m., the only people in that house are the 2 dead girls and the 2 that lived. Ethan and Xana aren't even in that house yet, by their own accounts.
Right. But that's what one of the people that they interviewed today, and I'm going to play it in a second whenever you have to go. If you can listen in after, she was friends with Ethan and Xana, and she says that she was watching Vampire Diaries. Oh, she was hanging out with Bethany. They were watching Vampire Diaries, and that she left at 2:00, and the detective asked her, to your knowledge, had anyone else come home at that point? She said no. And I'm like, holy shit. You know what I mean? Where's the 2:00 Kaylee and Maddie coming home, first of all? And then, you know what I mean? It's very, because she walked home, she got home at 2:19 and this and that. Anyway.
Is she the girl that said that she recorded herself walking home?
Well, she said she took a picture of herself when she got home at 2:19.
Gotcha.
She's in sorority. So this picture that I have up on the screen, can you see it right now, Annie?
Yep.
This is the Lucille, correct me because I'm going to get it wrong, but it's a
Twiz's comment is covering the screen. I can't see nothing.
Let me get rid of that. It's Twiz's fault. And so basically, this is, I guess, either the farming sorority or fraternity. Anyway, these are like the tough guys, right? These guys honestly like to fight, apparently. But here, notice 2 things. This is from Bubbly Waters, I think, back in the day. You have the 3 guys in the ghost costume, and then you have another ghost behind them. And somebody was saying, oh, it's the 3 girls and a guy. And then also, I think one of these guys up here has a kabar in their pocket. I believe this picture was taken after the crime. It's pretty wild. And then this guy over here.
Yeah, the kid with the cowboy. Yeah, the kid with the cowboy hat on and the kit. He's got his vest on and the cowboy hat. His plate armor, his plate carrier.
Yeah, which you see all the time now. But you have this guy holding up a golf club also as well. So I don't know. I thought that this one creeped me out. I'd forgotten about it. But yeah, the cowboy hat. This guy too.
I think they talked to the kid. Didn't they end up interviewing that guy with the K-bar? If I remember correctly, isn't that one of the people they interviewed? I thought.
That would be one of the more recent ones, I think.
Yeah.
If it's even out. But I haven't seen it. But there was. Remember we were talking about Gonzalez earlier, Offie. There's another boyfriend that Xana had previously, and his initials were like CG or something like that. Christian Gonzalez. And apparently Ethan wanted his Snapchat for whatever reason. And this may be the thing that Erika was alluding to, that she was cheating on him with her ex-boyfriend. Now, when you add that into the mix, it's like, and you realize what lengths they went to hide that from us. You know, and another thing about Ethan and Xana is this whole thing about where they were. They both had Life 360 on their phone. So it's the simplestly answered question of the whole case. Right?
So before these kids got killed, the last thing that Ethan was made aware of was that Santa was cheating on him, and then they're found dead? Is that what you're saying?
The point that Annie made earlier is that here you have Xana in the fight for her life, of her life or whatever, and then Ethan's just laying in the bed, not getting up to help her or whatever. But yeah, right?
Hey, did they mention it in the book that at one point they said that it looked like Ethan had committed suicide? That it was a murder suicide type of ordeal?
Well, that's what Officer Nunes initially they redacted that out, but that's initially what Officer Nunes was saying, I guess, in his body cam, is that even though it was redacted out, we didn't get to hear it. According to Whitcomb, what can be heard in the unredacted body cam is that Officer Nunes thinks that it's Ethan who killed everybody and then killed himself and shot himself.
Yeah.
Officer Nunes said it looked like he shot himself.
We heard it briefly. We heard it briefly in the video where we see them extracting the bodies. I'm not sure if it's still part 2, where she's telling them if they want a souvenir. But that caught my attention. That even after the fact that they already had Dylan tell her kind of events of how she said or claims things went down, they still were trying to rule out whether this was a murder suicide. And that always stuck with me. And then now you got these details that got released recently to the public. And it's a lot of things that they tried redacting, but they slipped up. And it's like, why would they still not want to roll that out after Dylan's claiming that some guy was in there dressed all in black and booked it out of there?
It couldn't be more twisted, could it? Possibly be more twisted.
Well, it's crazy too, because even when you read the original OG Exhibit A from Mitch Nunes is claiming they're looking for firearms, ammunition, and any other explosive materials. Because even Officer Nunes, the other cops are looking at it like something went fucking boom here.
That black thing exploded in the middle of Xana's room.
Look, all I know is that the cops walking into this scene are saying, hey, it looks like somebody shot themselves. Yep. And why would they think that if there's no gun present, if there's no spent shell casings, you're not seeing ammo, you're not seeing bullets, why would you think there was a shooting?
Well, you also had the Gonzalez's that day saying that somebody told them somebody went in and shot Kaylee up or shot the party up or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, we know for a fact that there were certain pieces of drywall that were removed from the house, right? And so you have that, and then so if they're trying to hide the bullet holes or whatever it is, in that case, what if also as well some of the injuries on Kaylee were done in an extreme manner, and also on Maddie maybe as well, since they matched, to hide the bullet wounds, to take out a bullet. You know,
what if she got shot with rubber bullets?
Think about it, done post-mortem, right? Why else would you do something post-mortem unless it's like some kind of ritual? So that makes sense.
Or to retrieve your traceable bullet, right? I mean, I don't know. Well,
that's the mess
all I know is that
you can literally say aliens came down and win it, and I believe it just as much as I would as Loach or Showalter. I mean, take your pick on this one. It'll make you.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't even like to go too far into who could it be, because we have no idea, right? What I do know is that all we can go by is what the police were saying, what the police initially thought, what the police were initially looking for. Regardless of what Dylan and Bethany said, Nunes is under the impression what we're looking at here is someone was fucking shot, right? And even when they were taking measurements of the blood, I thought it was really interesting because in multiple spots between both of the bedrooms, you have blood stains that are 1 millimeter or less. And you can even go into Google right now and look up blood spatter that is 1 millimeter or less. That is usually indicative of high impact. That's usually a gunshot. That's usually, it's not from a stabbing. Your droplets are going to be a certain size, depending on what kind of weapon was used. So blunt force trauma and things like that, you're going to have larger, right? So when it's 1 millimeter or less, that is usually indicative of a shooting. or something of, high velocity, high impact. And there was a lot of blood that was 1 millimeter or less.
It's interesting. I had something else. I'm trying to think what it was.
I wish Miss Potts could walk us through the images and show us, because all that she's pointing out makes so much sense.
Do you think that if you had the unredacted images, that it would make a difference to the investigation as far as you're concerned?
I mean, so when they released those images and then pulled them back, I got them before they pulled them back. There are unredacted images in there. I never
I
shared
thought there was
them,
just the one of Xana. I didn't realize that there were pictures.
There were
of
3.
it. 3, okay. And they show full on the corpses or whatever. Who are they up?
Xana and the 2 upstairs.
Wow. So what's your impression? Has anybody asked you that?
I mean, I don't really know what to make of it. To me, it looks like. So the thing that's bugging me a lot, to be honest with you, is how they're talking about Xana having Ethan's blood all over both of her hands and under her fingernails, but he only has her blood on his right hand and right fingernail, which I thought was super interesting because they were, Scott Roeder there said that based on what he could see, in his opinion, you have a left-handed perp. And I also thought it was super interesting that out of all of that diluted blood downstairs, you have Ethan's blood mixed with other people's. He's the major contributor, and it's smack in the middle of all the diluted blood that belongs to the 2 girls upstairs. Which is weird because if he never got up out of the bed and never left the room, I'm not sure how his undiluted blood is in the middle of all the diluted blood. It's weird.
Was he covered up also? Xana was the only one not covered up, right?
I think so, yeah. He had the blanket over him.
I mean, why'd you have to do this? Until now I'm even more, my stomach's twisted. The thing is why on earth would there be a cover-up, which I feel like 100% there was a cleanup, a cover-up, and everything else, if you just had a murder-suicide? Was it maybe to protect the Chapins or something? I mean,
all I know is life insurance won't pay you anything if it's a suicide, so.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Money. Once again,
shit. Damn, Miss Potts, that totally checks out.
Damn, thank you for being on, Annie. This is a great. I mean, you didn't even mention this on your show.
I'm just saying, right? Doesn't it make the most sense? Like, your life insurance policy isn't going to pay out if they find out that you're the fucking one who caused
it. Does now? Fuck yeah.
Know what I mean?
I 100%.
I just feel like it's actually super easy, and it's not even all conspiracy or anything. It's super easy. Something happened here that nobody wanted it to get out what happened, and I hate to say it, but it wouldn't be the first time that a fraternity covered up for one of their fucking people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not unheard of. They cover for each other all the time.
Absolutely. That's what they do. You're blood in, blood out. Literally, they say that in their charters. But yeah, here you have now Ethan's the most liked guy at the school. Xana's the most liked girl, most popular, whatever. Now you have, apparently there was 2 girls that had, for some reason, Ethan blocked on their phones. And I guess they were trying to look more into that. But, so, not everybody liked him. Right? And I think that beyond the apartment being further away from school, that he stayed with Xana 6 days a week or whatever it was, that there was something there or somebody there that he wanted to avoid. Because it would make sense, you know, they got that tiny little room at the party house. Are you really going to want to be there all the time? Or are you going to go hang out at your apartment where you can be by yourselves and have, you know what I mean?
According to one of the girls that a recent interview just came out, I don't remember the girl's name. She was saying the reason that Ethan didn't stay at his apartment is because there was no Wi-Fi there.
Hey, that shit caught my attention too. I was like, that's fucked up how they keep throwing Ethan under the bus and how invested she is to be fucking saying shit like that. Like, oh yeah, he had his own apartment, but the only reason why he stuck around was because there was free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and like I remember too in the interview, she was asked, too, like, do you know if any of the girls had a problem with him staying there all the time and blah blah blah, like because of the way that these college houses work too, you're trying to get all of the rooms rented out to pay the rent, right? So everybody splits it evenly, usually is how it's going to work when you have a 6-man house like that for college. And if a girlfriend has her boyfriend always staying there, the other girls in the house are usually like, what the fuck are you doing? If he's going to be staying here all the time, then he's going to be paying too.
Sure. Yeah.
You don't get to both share the right. Like, so, you know, for all we know, they weren't happy. Like maybe it's that they liked him and they didn't mind him being there. But if you're going to live here, then you're going to pay rent and bills.
Pay.
And we did see that Kaylee was like, he was constantly like sending Kaylee money on the Venmo, right? Like, I mean, you know, so I don't know. I mean, if she was covering the internet, we know the internet was in her name. They all had to kick in for the utility bills and shit. It's in their Venmos, you know. Maybe there was a problem with him being there all the time, but not paying rent to live there.
And then what about the 30 football players that she said that they would constantly be kicking out? That they would always show up uninvited and they always
That
had
was
to
the
kick them
year
out.
before, I guess, yeah.
That's Santa. She blamed it on Santa.
Well, she said that they were friends with, they lived with Xana, but they weren't friends with anybody. They would always show up uninvited. So they would kick him out. But I don't know. Another thing that's popped into this, and I had something else I wanted to bring up. Y'all remember in a second, hopefully. But the Pikes were Ethan was friends with the Pikes, and the Pikes are like notoriously famous here in Florida for being like the roofie generation. You know, they kind of started that whole thing, and they typically are made up of athletes and stuff like that. So I wondered, you know, possibly like the Timmy Reed thing resulted in if those guys were delts or if they were Pikes, because we haven't heard a word about the Pikes. And so I've been looking at try to, and I can't find much on the University of Idaho Pikes. But okay, so this is what I wanted to bring up with you. Another take that JJ's brought down is, you remember us talking about the FTX crypto crash, Sam Bankman-Fried, billions of dollars lost. That happened the day before, the Friday before the crimes, right? The day before, February 11th or November 11th. You have Scott Green, who was not only, he worked for the law offices of the thing order. I forgot the name of the damn company. You know what I'm talking about. In New York, he also was like a CEO of a financial company. Darn it! Sorry, hold on. I can't hear right now. Hang on. He was a CEO of a financial company, and in his travels, he made friends with a guy named Freeh. And Freeh was the director of the FBI in all the times that Whitcomb was part of the sniper team over there. And he made apparently Freeh a millionaire once he was no longer director of the FBI. But Freeh was the director of the FBI, Waco, Unabomber, you name every single thing, every each one of those is like a complete mess up by the FBI, right? A terrible thing. So they're great at creating these situations. Now, what it looks like is that you have connections to Jeffrey Epstein through Scott Green with Hegseth, and they're basically they bring him in when before the crash to launder money through this Moonstone Bank, which is a small bank in Washington that was doing about $20 million a year in deposits for farmers and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, Green comes to town and it boosts to 100 million, like in the last quarter. All right, and so you have the crash happens the day before, and you have FTX basically through Binance bought the Moonstone Bank, and so they were controlling it. And so what he was saying is that it looks like with the fraternity money that they were making from their proceeds from slanging, they were laundering the money through that Moonstone Bank and using the crypto, and they were literally taking deposits from dispensaries in a federal bank that's illegal. So they were already breaking the law. They got caught, but nobody was punished. And so what it looks like is that they were laundering money through that bank quite easily right there on the border of Moscow and Washington, getting away with it. Nobody gets punished. Maybe one of the four had some kind of information through whatever that caused this to happen. I just wanted to know what you thought of that. Does that make sense?
I mean, kinda, but I'm not sure it even goes that deep. I really don't think it's that deep, to be honest with you. I think that all of this is not as deep as everybody thinks it is. I think that this is pretty clear cut. And for whatever reason, they did not want that clear cut answer getting out to the public.
Yeah, whatever. It's got to be something.
They'd actually rather you. Yeah, they'd rather you blame it on, Sam Bankman-Fried or, blame it on anything else except them, right?
But you do have to admit that there are elements of this case that suggest that, and also the timing is remarkable, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
I mean, when you talk about finances and money or whatever, I'm glad I remember. Especially when it comes to like trafficking of any kind. When you're doing anything like that, you're going to have to find a way to launder it. Most of them just create a fucking LLC and launder it through that, Well, I think they have some fake ass front company, What Twiz told us was that there is no Coast Guard basically on the Pacific Northwest there, because it's such rocky terrain that it's really not inhabited, and it's not usable. But however, you have that Snake River, which basically goes from Seattle right through Moscow, right? And so you have basically a free port into the United States and Canada that's going unchecked. Now, if you have law enforcement agencies that are, basically providing security for this over the decades now, then you have a perfect opportunity to not only get stuff in, but when you have competition trying to bring stuff in, you can bust them. So not only do you look great as, look, we got this $500 million bust, but also you're taking out your competition at the same time. I mean, that's a really bloated take on it. But then, if these girls were, dating older men or throwing OnlyFans out there, which, bro, I mean, when you go to the store...
Listen, for all we know. For all we know, that house was a honeypot. For all we know. We have no idea, but, I wouldn't doubt it. For all we know, the place was a honeypot. For all we know, the place was bugged. For all we know, the place was... Listen, Steve even said himself that one of the biggest mistakes the police made here was not their undercovers not being at the King Road house at 3 a.m. Why they would need to be there at 3 a.m., why those undercovers should have been at 1122 King at 3 a.m., I have no idea what he means by that. But according to him, this is what they should have been doing. They should have been at 1122 King at 3 a.m. And I'm like, well, why? If the fucking murders didn't happen until 4, what would they need to be there at 3 for?
And we have not
Just
seen a interview with, what is it, Tisdale and is it Rosenthal? That were the undercovers. We won't see an interview with them either. And that car, I mean, Jen from Criminal Confidential has over and over stated that they've never used it before and never used it after. He went to a big mansplain about how they were doing, you know, they were trying to save money at the department, but that car didn't even like have a computer in it. It was at least a police car as my launcher. You know what I mean? I could probably pass mine off a little.
I was just really confused what he meant though by, you know, it was a mistake that they weren't at the King Road house. I'm like, well, why should they be? Why would the undercovers need to be at the house? Were they supposed to be watching it? What do you mean? So it's obvious that Steve has some kind of information that these undercovers were supposed to be watching that fucking house and they weren't. That's just what it sounds like to me.
With the Banfield kids, not one single one of them appeared drunk or had a single lick of alcohol on them. How do you get a $500 ticket when you it's like you're speeding and you weren't even in a car? You know, I mean, like that is just so bizarre. It you know, and they went ahead and they paid those tickets also. They didn't fight it.
Yeah,
so,
it's really interesting that you know, Steve is under the impression that these undercovers were supposed to be watching the house. They were supposed to be at the house, according to him. They should have been at 1122 King at 3 a.m.
What interview is that in? Where is that? I would love to see that. I don't remember
Fuck,
him.
man, I don't even... He was asked about the mistakes. It was a recent interview. It was one of the last interviews that him and Christy did where they were talking about the mistakes or something.
Okay, I do actually. I think I remember it was on the one with the guy from the child thing. What's his name? Chris Morrison? Keith Morrison, right? Or no?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just remember
Predator show anyway.
I just remember watching the interview. I don't know, maybe like a month or so ago.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to play that on the next one. Do you want to come back, Hunt? And
you're talking about Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen, thank you. Gosh darn it. Yes, correct. I'm gonna save my second browser here for the next show. I finally freed up my time by cranking out work for a week straight. So I'm going to be able to do another live in a couple days. If you would like to join us, what day would you be available?
Oh, well, I mean, don't worry about it. Do your thing, and then, you know, let me know. Obviously,
yeah, no, I mean,
if I'm available, I'll pop up.
Schedule it on a day you're working as long. Like, would Saturday be?
No, I mean, no. If it's this time of night, I'm not working. I'm at home. Don't worry.
Oh, true. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. Well, anything else you would like to color us with? Because you're really busting out the Twiz crayons tonight. Thank you so much.
No, I'm, you know, just wanted to come up and say hi. I know you've been trying to get me out for a while.
All the time. I feel bad.
Well, I told,
Hey,
and I did tell you too.
Perspective. I'm gonna have to watch the replay and take a lot of notes.
For sure.
I just, I know that I promised you if you use StreamYard that I would come up. So.
Oh, well, thank you for keeping up to your word. Yeah, no,
I'm not fucking with that video ninja.
If it brings you in, I will use it. So, all right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. Ms. Potts, thank you. Amen. And
good night, fellas.
Continued success.
Thank you, Ms. Potts. Thank you for the
you did talk to YouTube Legal, right? And they said it was the most ridiculous thing they ever heard. So does that? It doesn't. It's like common sense doesn't spill over into the tubes of you, right?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck with that. Thank you again for being on here. I'm going to play Offie's song here as we go out, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. All right. So we had Miss Potts. Let's hear what you got. You put that in the back room for me here. Let me pull that up for you, bro.
Just make sure it's not muted.
Huh?
Just make sure it's not muted.
Well, I mean, I was only playing in the background so we could talk to Miss Potts there.
Of course.
So let's do. This one is just a. Oops. This one is just a song right here, right? So we'll play this right here first. And this is a world premiere from SkullMaChi.
Before the tactical vest, there was a typewriter. Before the HRT rifle, there was a press release. This is the origin of the institutional narrator. Started on the hill in the Capitol light. Press secretary for Silvio Conte, learning how to write the script right, polishing lies until they gleam like marble halls. High level node in the deep state, sprawling sprawl from speech writer's desk in the echo chamber thrall, crafting the messaging that will one day police us all. Congressman Conte taught him the oldest game, how to bury the truth and still smile for the frame. That narrative construction was the primary skill. Legislative messaging, the ultimate thrill. Before any badge, before any gun, he was already shaping how the story gets spun. He wasn't born in the field, he was forged in the press room. Typewriter keys clicking like rounds chambered in the gloom. The glitch in the grid was always present there. A man who could write the history, then go out and make it disappear. This is the press secretary, the origin of the frame. The institutional narrator playing the long game. From the typewriter keys to the HRT best, he learned how to write the story, then live it with the rest. The Capitol Hill pipeline, the perfect pipeline. A communications professional turned federal frontline. Now he's the calm voice on your screen every night, telling you what to believe, keeping everything just right. And then he traded the suit for the tactical vest. FBI hostage rescue team put the narrative to the test. The glitch in the grid was mechanical and clean. They needed a man who could do both sides of the scene. A speech writer who could also pull a trigger. An operator who could also write the official figure. Ruby Ridge smoke still clinging to his name. Waco flames dancing in the back of the frame. He wasn't just there to enforce the law, he was there to write the official report. The final flaw. Notice the pattern, notice the pipeline. A man who learned how to craft a message, then learn how to enforce it with force. From the hill to the woods to the anchor chair. The perfect institutional narrator, blueprint for the soft blow. Now look at the screen, look at the analyst page. MSNBC, NBC, the corporate stage. He's the only expert with a professional photograph. The designated face, the chosen visual anchor. Everyone else gets a generic headshot or none at all. But Whitcomb gets the full glossy professional call. The only one pictured in the expert game. The cleanest operator the grid has ever seen. The visual anchor used to sell the federal lie. The face they chose to make the narrative shine. This is the press secretary, the origin of the frame. The institutional narrator playing the long game. From the typewriter keys to the HRT vest. From Ruby Ridge dust to the MSNBC glow. He's the one who tells you what you're allowed to know. The Capitol Hill pipeline, the perfect pipeline. The man who writes the history that makes sure it sticks in life. Audit the origin before the tactical gear. There was a typewriter.
The DNA one was dope too, huh? The DNA pillars.
This is dope right here.
The architect was poised in the chair.
You know, I was thinking, like, how does this chick know so much about this case? You know, like, oh shit, it's AI. Nice, bro. The imagery, you weren't kidding about the imagery. They're definitely gonna redact it for kids probably on this one, boy. Like they got me
I
on the
age
last
restricted it.
Yeah, they age restricted. Oh, they did? Yeah, we'll do that.
No, I did it because I'm not trying to get my channel flagged.
Oh,
I'm like,
well,
there is fucking.
Probably gonna be interesting.
I'm a trigger warning. There, you know.
That was gnarly, yeah. Let's see here. I did have some stuff for Suzanne B tonight, but we'll do it on like Saturday or something if you want to come back or whatever. Oh, there's that one.
Do you want me to send you the link?
Yeah. I think it'll play. Let me try because it was on Suno and it was trying to get me to make a song. Shit. Yeah, they're doing mass demonetization shit right now. Oh, that's my life. What's going on? Well, let's save it for the next one, bro. I'm gonna shut it down right there. 4 hours almost, 3.5. So, you'll come on next time, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for being here, bro, and all your input. Did awesome. You sounded awesome. You looked good. Put your big face in the camera again. Say good night to everybody. Say good night, Jen.
Good night, Jen. Good night, everybody. Good night, Lucy. Good night, Twist. Who else was in there? Everybody was up in chat.
They were all Amy was here. Everybody was up.
Mimi, Angel, Lucy.
We'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.
Later, alligator.